Kaylin. Hello, folks online. We're just getting started here. So give us just a couple here. All right, thank you all for being patient. We're going to get started. Moment. Hello, Mr. Councilor Myers. I need those for later. Okay. I hope you don't mind being in the far table. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
We're
Your
just
mics
getting
are
mics taken care of.
on. You don't need to turn yours on yet. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. My apologies, guys, for us being late tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and get our city council meeting started for Monday, June 23rd, 2025. Let's go ahead and do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Let's do roll call. I don't think we have any counselors on. We have Don though. Hi, Don. So Counselor Ray. Yes, here. Counselor Williams.
Here.
Counselor Cuthbertson.
Here.
Counselor Myers. Here. Great. Counselor Lindner, she is away. We will see her next month after she has gotten married. So, and we wish her the best of luck. Okay. So up next is public items and comments. Can I get a volunteer to read 2.1 before we do comments?
I'll read it.
Great, thank you.
The public comment period is designed to gain input from the public. Public comment is not intended to be a dialogue between council, staff, and any person making a comment. Any person who raises a question during public comment should rest assured that the city staff is making a note of your question, and the council and staff will work together to identify the appropriate city official to follow up with you directly.
Great, thank you. Do we have any public comments this evening? No, no public comments. Going once. Going twice. Okay, 3 times, we're done. All right, we're moving on from public comments. I apologize, this chair is really low. There we go. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go to staff reports, updates, and presentations in that section. And Sheriff, we have you up first, sir.
Perfect.
Welcome.
Well,
Yeah.
I do see that Deputy Savage is in the room as well, so that's
Yes.
perfect. I was wondering if he was going to make it. They said giant man block out the sun, and I was like, well, he's there. Perfect. All I see is the City of Monroe logo. I don't actually see the council. I apologize for that. From my end, I just can't see you. So if you have a question, you might want to just make sure you say who you are. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Here we are.
Yeah, there we go. Right on.
Oh, man, I was high.
Look at that.
There we
Whole
go.
group.
Okay, now you can see us.
Well, you can see the last month there hasn't been a whole lot going on. It's in Monroe proper, but I can tell you in South County we've been very busy with a lot of stuff going on down that way. So if you have specific questions, I can help you out, or if you can grab Brig with him being in the room, he can also let you know what's going on. We've been pretty busy down south.
Any questions? I know we've got the patrol report in the packet, so feel free to take a look at that.
Hi, Sheriff Ann. So this is Dawn Flora. I did
Dawn.
have one quick question,
Mhm.
and it may have already been answered in an email, but I'm just trying to give citizens appropriate information when they come in. So there are times when people come in with, a ticket that they received, they say in Monroe. I don't know if it's outside of Monroe or what the boundaries are for tickets that are written for Monroe versus Benton County, but they get upset sometimes when they come in with a ticket they want to pay and take care of, and they have to go up to Corvallis. So what information should I give them, or what boundary is the cutoff for city
Well,
limits versus?
If it's written Monroe on the citation, then you should be able to take that payment, that form of payment, unless it's so there's some boxes across the top. I think it's across. Brig, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to across the bottom, but it'll say Circuit Court, or it'll say Monroe Justice Court, or it'll say Adair. I mean, it could say whatever. And so when that box is checked, that's who has to receive the payment. And so go ahead.
I guess the clarification I'm wanting is so at what point is it no longer written for Monroe Municipal Court and rather to Benton County?
Well, if it's not in the city limits of Monroe, then that's when it won't.
That's why. Okay.
Right.
That way I have an answer for them, because I didn't know how that worked with the agreement.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Thank
It
you.
has to be in the city limits proper.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Okay, counselors. I know I've got something on the agenda here. I can't remember, and I apologize. One of the counselors asked about a speed study. And I think we were going to ask,
That was me.
that was you? We were going to ask, I think, Deputy Savage about that. I think.
I just was actually emailing with Lieutenant Bottorff about that this morning.
Oh, okay.
Some folks down in the Bell Fountain, along Bell Fountain Road, are requesting that as well.
Okay, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what it entailed to do a speed study, if I have to sign my firstborn to you, or, what I have to do.
You really don't have to do a whole lot. We can put the radar trailer out and we can get
Okay.
a lot of analytics off the radar trailer.
Okay.
And, if you want to get with Deputy Savage there and do specifics, then
Yeah, we certainly can.
certainly do that. That's easy.
Yeah, because quite a while ago, we talked about doing it out there on that little strip of territorial. And then I
Right.
just lost track of what happened with that because we tried to do it, but they said that they would actually raise our speed if more than a certain percentage of the people were going faster, which would not benefit us.
Well, and that could be
So-
a thing from ODOT. I don't know, and I don't
It is
wanna-
a ODOT thing.
I don't want to jam you guys up by us going out there and doing a study to help you out, and it actually hurt you. So maybe
Yeah.
we need to have an offline
Right.
conversation about that.
Any other questions? Okay, if you have a question, you have to come up to the mic here so we can hear you. Chuck, can you turn that mic on for me? Oh, the Wi-Fi password. I don't know what the Wi-Fi password is. So, sorry. Okay, anyone else that doesn't need the Wi-Fi password? Anything else for the sheriff? I know we have Deputy Savage here. I don't know if you have anything for us, Deputy, that you want to share.
The only thing I can think of is.
We should probably have you come up to the mic so we can hear you, and it gets recorded later.
Grateful to be here. The only thing I can think of is if somebody expresses frustration that they're getting a ticket and maybe they're getting pulled over well outside of city limits and it's written for Monroe. What that usually means is that the violation was observed within the city.
Okay,
So they can be on, Fifth or Orchard and a deputy grab a speed and by the time they pull around and pull them over, they're out
Okay.
on Highway 99 somewhere. So
gotcha.
that's the only thing that I can think
Okay.
of. But other than that, yeah.
Okay,
All right, very good. Thank you.
okay. I think,
Sheriff.
I think we're good for the moment.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
All right. Mr. Schultz, we have you up next. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. What would you like to share with us this evening with regard to water and wastewater?
Water, we continue to work. We'll have an executive session to talk further about a little bit of water while we talk wastewater, which is the main, both of them are big issues when it comes to how much development can come in with the water issues we have and along with the lift station
Right.
wastewater issues. On the water side, I know Mark's been working real hard with the SCADA systems because the electronics in the plant are having issues. I was in Denver for 2 weeks for the American Water Works Association, American Society of Civil Engineers Conference while trying to talk
Yeah.
multiple cities operators into issues they were having and try and discuss it from states away is
Right.
really a pain in the butt. But I got back this week and he's done real good. He'll be going on his vacation, start July. And we have some tactics we'll take to make sure things are running good. We also have backups and myself for Chuck Cross, if anything happens there, to make sure stuff keeps going. It's a very difficult week for us with Harrisburg's 4th of July stuff that they put on.
Right.
We have several things on the wastewater side that are due by the end of the summer. That I've already discussed a bit about. One is the lagoon outfall inspection, sludge judging in the ponds, and a lagoon leak test. So conveniently, the same things have to be done in Harrisburg this summer too, before September.
Okay.
So we're kind of working on both together. I've already talked to Branch to get them to come in and do some of it.
Okay.
My staff will help Mark in doing the outfall inspection and the sludging here, so we can get that done, and I'll submit those reports to DEQ. The lagoon leak study, which back when we used to do them in-house, I found out last month, and why I pulled Branch in on it, because we have to have it submitted by the end of August, is now it must be stamped by a registered engineer. They can trust us to do all the water stuff, wastewater stuff, but heaven forbid, we can't tell if a lagoon's leaking. So, yeah. So that's pretty much on the wastewater side. We'll be working on over the next more or less 2 months to make sure we get it in and don't give any more reason to DEQ than we've already given them. We also, did you share the letter, the TMDL letter that came out?
I don't think I shared it with council. no.
From DMAs. So what happened earlier this month, last month, recently DEQ's they're just on a roll with what they're doing. But what they did is the Willamette was always protected under TMDL. And that's the total mass daily load, the amount of bacteria, temperature, mercury, other pollutants that can be added to the Willamette. And best management practices that DMAs, cities right on the Willamette, were called DMAs, must do and implement to protect the waters of the state. So last month, they went through the whole process, and they now have adopted that all tributaries are now involved in that too. So Monroe is now a DMA for the long term. That's Direct Management Agency, which requires more stormwater work to be done. We also have to do a TMDL, that total mass daily load matrix, with best management practices of how many pollutants can be in the river and how we try to reduce those. Because of other issues in the past, not to spend hours on that, the city of Monroe, while they weren't considered a DMA, they were considered a small special district. And the TMDL person yelled and screamed and finally got a matrix done from 2019 to 2024, which is the 5-year matrix. With this new letter coming out calling you a DMA, now a new matrix needs to be done for the next 5 years, has to be submitted by 2026. This is an in-house document. It would be done, all of the stormwater and TMDL work would be done by your city administrator when they come in. I can't submit all this. Again, kind of like a few other things. We can do water, we can do stormwater, we can protect people's public health. But if we tell them the best way we're going to do stormwater treatment to keep the river clean, it must be by administrator or a council representative, or not the operators. So I can't submit these for you. So these are normally done. We used to do them, City of Harrisburg. Michelle now has to do them as part of her job, or at least submit them, or have the council or the mayor sign to submit them. There was a big uproar in the state last year for doing that. And so they changed some rules, they backed off on others, and we just, whatever. It's their new, it's the hot topic. Currently is the stormwater, the DEQ version of it.
Chuck and council, I did actually include a copy of the letter that we received for this. It's towards the end of the packet, just before the branch engineering agreement. That way, if you guys want to review that, it does state that council does have to respond to it.
Chuck, I have a question for you. Can we review that matrix? Although it's from 2019 to 2024, is the new matrix a similar format?
I knew somebody'd have to ask that.
Again, what the answer
The
is.
city had a rare or rain person come in.
Mm-hmm,
Yes, Taylor, I think it was.
Yes, Taylor.
Yep.
I worked with Taylor.
mm-hmm,
I supplied our matrix that had already been approved by the state and everything that was done
Mhm.
and said, this is what you need to focus on.
mm-hmm.
This outline is the way it's been done. And when it finished, it got morphed into this ridiculous thing. And all this column is telling the state what the city of Monroe
Mhm.
is gonna do and pay for and continue to work on, even if it's not required. Because it couldn't be done the way it was already outlined and show you here, just do it. We've already got it approved. And modified it. So yes, it can be, but this with the new DMA, along with the new temperature requirements, which is another thing that just got passed on the Willamette and its tributaries, this will have to be modified. This copy, Dawn has this copy.
Okay.
City Hall has this.
Yeah, we have it.
You're welcome to.
So
look.
we just want to put actual factual, how we're actually going to manage it and moving forward, not like,
Absolutely.
Best
This
part.
is a bunch of talking
Yeah.
BS to make somebody feel good.
okay,
But unfortunately, when the council adopted this, they put the city on the hook to do all this
Yeah.
crap.
yeah, that's set a
That
precedent.
somebody kept saying, yes, we'll do this, and we'll do that. You tell us whatever you want, we'll do it. And it's a runaway piece of, and it needs to be revised.
Okay.
But with this new DMA being assessed, it's very good to actually get it
Mhm.
straight now. The former administrator failed to do the annual report for this that was due back in February. That got moved to April. Now it's got moved to the end of this month for a report. However, I'll talk to Dan on that later so he can get something submitted this month because like I said, I can't submit it. I'm a little concerned about what has and has not been submitted in the past
Okay.
for several reasons. So we're gonna make a stab and an attempt at it to try to make it make sense. But again, there was a failure back when. And
Mhm.
it's created other issues. There we go, issues on the water and the wastewater side. Let's throw stuff in the water by not doing our damn job. That's kind of what it came down to. So, but you'll be able to review, like I said, the letters in there. So everybody pretty much in the Willamette Valley is now considered a DMA.
Wow,
Even Junction City.
really?
I'm not really sure how, but one of their discharge creeks works its way supposedly to the Willamette some way. So they are now a designated management agency for the Willamette, and they have to go through this. And this is all brand new for them
Yeah, so,
because they haven't had to do this because they don't sit right on the river. But
right.
now they will with the new rules that just came in.
I'm kind of suspecting the McKinsey and Sandy Ams are probably being included also.
Mackenzie yes, they are. Parts of it have already been done. And they're getting the rest of them put back in right now. That's more or less what they're doing is spreading out now to the tributaries. They got the first part in and got that passed, got EPA to approve it. And now they're moving on with each other section. So, and some of it is very good. We sit on the river also, and I'm very big proponent to make sure that we are doing the best for the environment, not only on the wastewater side, for not only the environment, but public health. And we work really hard on it. Some of these rules, in my opinion, that they've passed are really a moneymaker. So, I mean, that's what it looks like it's doing. For instance, I happened to go back the last 7 months on DEQ News and just happened to print these out just for all the cities that have been fined since then, for hundreds of thousands of dollars just in the last 6 to 7 months, including this city. And even before that was the biggest one that I didn't print out was Reedsport was like 174,000.
Hmm.
But this looks like a cash cow is what they're doing.
Yeah.
So if you don't get these reports in, which previous administration didn't, a fine's coming. I mean, that's pretty much what they told you, and even in their new mission statement that they came out with, that we are going to force compliance by monetary means.
Mhm.
That's their mission statement. That's telling you, we're just gonna fine you if you don't do it. So, yeah. So, with whom you get in, I'm sure we will stress to the administrator a lot of we gotta get our regulatory work done first, not a street light or building a new home over here.
Right.
That is
Yeah.
all I have. And
Okay.
Mark didn't make me aware of anything else. That's
He gave me a couple things, but I'll mention it later. And I've got a public works update section later. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So any questions for Chuck?
No, just a big thank you.
The work you've done.
Yeah.
It's really helped. Haven't seen it in the past.
No,
yeah.
we have not. And Chuck and I will be talking soon.
Thank you, Chuck.
Yep.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I can hang for a little bit.
Okay.
In case anybody has any questions. on something.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds like a plan. All right.
Well, I guess the one question I had was part of the SCADA system, was that some of that update that they had me over there for?
Some, they were very vague on the updates, and what I read, this part of the SCADA system that went bad might have some of that, but with the pneumatic valves that they had talked about putting in and other things like that, that's really just, it's a control solenoid. It's not really part of that,
Yeah, it
to
shouldn't
get the
care.
SCADA system to break all that down and in its ladder logic is, so I don't really think that this issue, this is more of a subroutine programming
Okay,
issue. I
so you
think.
guys got the Microsoft Windows update issue that,
I don't know what the IT guy did. Like I said, I was
We
on,
actually, we had to get somebody else from the outside to come in
yeah,
Yeah.
to get squared away.
that's all I heard. Last I
Yeah.
heard from Mark there, getting somebody else in, they sent me a text, said, okay, we got it going.
Yep,
now.
it's working.
Yeah,
I tried a couple of reboots and
Yeah.
resets and it
Yeah.
automatically just threw it right back in.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's, it's the glitch in the machine, but it's getting close to 20 years old, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprise.
How many people have a laptop that's over 3?
Right.
Or a cell phone
Yeah.
that's
I-
lasted that long.
Yeah, if you're.
Anything else for Chuck? Yep. Okay. All right, we'll move on. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
Actually, I
Um,
take that back. Can I just ask
yeah,
just
go
a
ahead.
clarifying question for my understanding? So we have an annual report that we're submitting against that matrix, right? And then we have the new requirements because we're a DMA, which are due on November 9th of next year.
Yes,
Okay,
we don't want to wait that long to get it in though.
okay.
No.
I know, because they're gonna have feedback for us, I'm sure, and it needs to be closed by that date. Is that a correct understanding?
Yes, and I think that it should probably be in that upper list to redo this matrix probably by the end of this year and get
Okay.
submitted with the new administrator online, because we still have to file a report come February of 2026 for this
For
calendar
the
year.
annual, okay,
But because
Mhm.
this matrix out of date and we haven't supplied
yeah,
the
we're.
report for last
okay.
year and what was done before the year before that, I'm amazed that they haven't come after you for that.
Yeah,
So I think it needs to be, because this is the new finding hot topic is the stormwater, that this needs to be a priority, just like the water and wastewater. Get this done, get it approved to give the direction that
Mhm.
needs to be done with street sweeping, catch basin cleaned and everything else. And the public education on how to keep that river clean needs to be big, and one of those things they're pushing on it. And it's
I
kind of-
did think of another question. The water temperature, is that a set, or is it based on upstream temperatures and you have to be
Set by Mother Nature.
Okay, so if your upstream temperatures is like, let's just say 59 and we're at 59, we're okay. But if we go above a certain variance above that, I assume we're gonna get hit.
There's best management practices. I assume you're talking on stormwater.
Yeah.
There's best management practices that you can do to help reduce the temperature in the water. Covered open ditches with foliage. That's Eugene has some. It's beautiful. You look down through there as they go in there. Got somebody manicures all. We don't have staff for that. We're never going to have staff for that. But water sitting in a ditch heats up from the radiant heat faster. So you keep it moving, you keep ditches clear, you keep obstructions out of the way, you get it down to the river, because to raise or lower the temperature of a large water body takes a geothermic event to try to do that. So the faster we get out of our system to where it needs to go, but make sure that we filter out those toxins and things that are not good for the river or the environment along the way. Is the happy balance in those BMPs are the best management practices.
Because that temperature stuff has been in the state of Oregon since the 70s.
Correct.
For farmers, ranchers,
Yes.
forest lands.
And then it's been working its way into the cities lately because, and that's one of the still issues that continues to go on with most DMAs, especially like, say, for Harrisburg. Let's look at Harrisburg for us. Harrisburg has 8 inches of fall from one side of the town to the other. It's flat, sits on the river. And then you have all the farmers outside of Harrisburg who water. They also put chemicals, fertilizers on there. That runs into the ditches, which runs into Harrisburg, which runs into the river. Then the state holds Harrisburg accountable for what's now in that was put on these farmers' fields out here. So they've made distinctions in the last few years between point source in town and non-point source outside of town. And then one of the newer proposals coming up will be to test at those entry and exit points to be able to see, but that's going to be higher lab costs to be able to do this that the cities are going to take on. So, but this is a continuing rolling in motion thing. And you know, to go back in just the history of this a little bit longer, a little bit back more, just so you have the understanding, as this started coming in back in 2014. And so the state had to do a water management plan for, you know, simple terms. The Willamette Water Management Plan, a mile of it in front of near Harrisburg is a 303D protected part of the Willamette. And so the state came up with a plan, sent it to EPA. That's one of the only documented times I've seen it. The EPA rejected it. The EPA rejected it because it was too stringent.
Really?
They said, Oregon, you're out of control. Nobody's gonna be able to pull that off. Which was really surprising. Again, in my opinion, Oregon then got a whole bunch of really expensive attorneys who all changed the language and said the same damn thing and resubmitted it in the past. So that's what we're working with now, is one of the most strict stormwater management plans that has ever been approved.
Yeah.
Is for Oregon.
And like you say, it's probably a cash cow for them.
It's sure looking that way, especially if you look at just some of what I printed off here. I mean, nobody's safe. Pendleton just got hit for 21,900. Reedsport another 2,700. I mean, the list, the ODOT just got fined for 31,000. Nobody's safe.
Wow.
DEQ, nobody in the state legislature is going to say, no, we need to stop the Department of Environmental Quality. You know, no, they will not have a political career if they try to fight that. So whatever DEQ says, Rainier 10,800, Tiger 10,000.
So if we have out or downflow, we're downstream of a lot of people behind us. Would we have to pay for the point source
That hasn't been decided yet, but most likely. So it's easier to regulate a city
Yeah.
than an individual
Right.
homeowner.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
Mhm. All right. And with that, mercifully, we move on. All right. So next on the agenda here is the City of Monroe report, and it is in the packet this time. I will go ahead and I'll just kind of hit the highlights. So for the first section here, City of Monroe employees. So we are actively filling 2 open positions with the city, and we actually have filled one of them. And that individual will be starting, I think we decided on June 30th. Is that correct?
I'm still going to be confirming that with her. I did send an email this afternoon,
Okay.
but that's my understanding, yes.
Okay, perfect. And then we have our second round of the city administrator interviews tomorrow, and we are down to 2 candidates. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. And although Counselor Lindner is not here, she has organized the city administrator interviews. She's done the phone screening. She's organized the interviews and, helped out with the questions and everything. So I'm very, very thankful to her because I don't have the time. So. Water, wastewater, I mean, Chuck, you've covered a lot of it already, and we're always incredibly thankful for all your help. I did work with the city attorney. We have a final draft of the engineering services agreement. So we'll look at that a little later. So stick around for that, sir. And then, and Chuck, you already mentioned Mark Murray is going to be on vacation July 1st through the 8th. And Chuck Cross will be here. And you have your backup plan in case anything goes sideways on us. But I'm trying to be optimistic. Planning Commission, land use planning. So we do have planned later this week on June 26th, I believe that's Thursday, a joint city council planning commission meeting. We're going to discuss tap fees, planning fees in general, land use code and updates as well. So everyone on the council and the planning commission is invited to come. If you're available, Chuck, you're welcome to come. If you're not, that's okay too. We can thrash it out, I'm sure.
And I presume they already know about our issues regarding
Planning commission?
development. Yeah.
Yes, they are aware. And so that kind of takes me to my next point, which is, so our contract planner, Michael Bidwell, he's been out sick quite a bit. So we're kind of behind on our projects right now. So I have reached out to his supervisor. His supervisor is on vacation though. So I will catch up with him when he comes back.
And can I make a quick comment?
Of course.
I just want to say that I owe Dawn and Mayor an apology. We were chatting and I said, let's spread some of this to Planning Commission because I felt like Dawn was getting overwhelmed with all the phone calls and they were not the kind of things that Planning Commission could answer. And so then it fell back. And so I apologize. I was not aware of the questions that were being answered and I had hoped that that would spread some of the
No,
stress, but it did not.
No.
Completely understood. No worries. We're good.
No, we'll figure it out like we always
Yeah,
do,
right.
one way or another. So, we've touched on, we're gonna have it sounds like we're gonna have an executive session with the attorney next month to talk about the building moratorium. The attorney has questions. We can't just have a flat out building moratorium. It has to be very focused on, specifics. So she wants to chat with you, Chuck, and I think we need to have Michael there if he's available, Mark, myself, and the rest of the city council, of course. So library. So we are quickly moving to the end of the month here. In a week will be the last day that, that we'll be taking care of the library. It'll be transitioning on July 1st to SBCEA. Roger Irvin has asked for a few things, like he'd like the contact information for Pacific Power to transfer the electric bill, the alarm system, garbage. We don't know who's paying for the garbage right now. Things like that. Questions about where we get the janitorial supplies. So Don's helping out with that. I think Mark was going to answer a few questions there too. So we're working that out. I wanted to mention, I didn't have time last council meeting, but we did, three of us went to the event at the library. It was called the Monroe Community Library, A New Chapter, that event. They wanted me to give a speech, so I gave a speech. And I can tell you right now, I don't think I've seen that many people at the library, except maybe like for the light parade ever. So there were
That's
a
a
lot of
lot.
people there. It was quite the turnout.
Really positive.
Yep. And then let's see here. We are making really great progress on the new city website. I'm going to give you guys just a little sneak peek because it's still in progress. But we made tremendous progress on Friday when the web developer's boss reached out to the former city administrator, and the former city administrator gave us full access to the current city website so we can actually download all the files and get a proper backup. So that is in progress. So that was wonderful news. Because the alternative, I talked to the city attorney, wasn't going to be pretty.
Hmm.
So I'm glad this worked out. And then a few things with the city attorney. We'll touch on this just briefly. The Charter Spectrum franchise agreement, it's very close. Right now it's with Spectrum with their attorneys right now, just a couple minor tweaks. So we might end up having a special session. We'll see. And then I already mentioned the city engineering services agreement. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I have a separate agenda item. This is another thing that the attorney's working on, 180 North 8th Street and that property. We'll talk about that more. And then I already mentioned the executive session, and we still need to plan something fun this summer. So there's that. So if there's any questions on that report.
No, thank you.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the consent agenda. Next item on the agenda. The following items are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. If any item involves a potential conflict of interest, council members should so note before adoption of the consent agenda. A motion to accept the consent agenda is appropriate. So meeting minutes are in here, the financials are in here, and of course the bills that need to be paid.
I do want to say the meeting minutes are about the best I've ever seen.
That would be, thank you, Don.
Why, thank you. Mayor Sheets, I did also sneak in a few APs for you to sign that came in last minute today that have a check
Okay.
attached, just so you're aware.
Okay. I have all kinds of fun things to sign tonight.
Yes, you do.
And I wanted to make a comment on the invoice for the manhole, the resealing of the manholes. It's, and Don, I think Mark mentioned this, the quantity on this invoice is wrong. I don't know why it says 42.
It's for the some vertical feet. That was the explanation.
Oh.
So it's 5 holes and most of them are
Oh.
8 feet. A few of them have give or
Gotcha.
take. So yeah,
Okay.
it's per vertical foot for some reason.
Okay. Little old me, I'm like 42. Well, that would be nice, but no. And Dawn's here. If you've got any questions, she will happily answer them for you.
We still keeping track of, or are they still keeping track of the extra hours they're having to put in?
Dawn, are you guys keeping track of your extra hours? What you're-
Yes, sir. I think Mark is also, so I'm using Excel personally. That way it adds up for me automatically. But since I guess we could start including where we're at on those during council. It's just they're not really complete until the end of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been writing in detail what I'm doing during those periods of time, and then approximately how many minutes or hours being spent.
And I'll entertain a motion whenever you guys are ready. No pressure.
I don't see anything jumping out at me.
That's good.
Make a motion that we accept the consent agenda as written.
Second.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Councilor Cuthbertson and Councilor Williams, are you ready to vote?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. All right, we'll start with you, Councilor Ray.
Yes.
Councilor Williams.
Yes.
Councilor Cuthbertson.
Yes.
Councilor Myers.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Okay. All right, we're gonna move away from the consent agenda. We're gonna move into new business. So we're gonna start with we have a slug of resolutions. So resolution 2025-26, a resolution returning funds from storm fund beginning balance to the Public Works Fund. And Dawn, is there anything you want to touch on with that before they?
So essentially what happened was the storm fund was not separated from the Public Works Fund until this current fiscal year. And when I went back, the previous or former city administrator only had me do, I think it was a year at the time, to go back and guesstimate how much we should put in that fund for beginning balance. During our audit, which occurred, we finalized it just after we did our supplemental budget. The auditors came up with an amount that they felt was fair to move forward for the storm fund. So that 25,000 was not accounted in that, and it no longer needs to be transferred separately. I've already transferred or did a journal entry for the full amount that the auditors wanted to see in the storm fund for the beginning of this year.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Any questions on that for Dawn? Okay,
I'll make a
No.
motion to approve resolution number 2025-26, a resolution returning funds from storm fund beginning balance to the Public Works Fund.
Second.
all right, thank you. Any other questions? Are we ready to vote?
Mhm.
Okay. Councilor Myers,
Yes.
Counselor Cuthbertson,
Yes.
Counselor Williams.
Yes.
And Counselor Ray.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Okay. Next up is the audit. Yeah. More fun with the audit, definitely. So this is resolution 2025-27. A resolution authorizing engagement of services for the 2024-2025 annual municipal audit. So yes, audit time again.
Yes, I'm supposed to start the audit August 8th. So I wanted to allow plenty of time and get this out of the way. I'm sure there's other resolutions to come. I'm trying to catch them where I can and get them taken
Right.
care of quickly.
No, makes sense.
Yeah.
I would like to make a motion on that.
I'd like to make a motion on resolution 2025-27, a resolution authorizing the engagement of services for the annual municipal audit.
Thank you. Good, like,
Also,
ooh, we got it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
And duke it
contest.
out.
Ooh. Okay. Any questions for Dawn regarding the next audit we have coming down the pike here? We ready to vote? All right. Counselor Ray,
Yes.
Counselor Williams,
Yes.
Counselor Cuthbertson,
Yes.
and Counselor Myers.
yes.
Great, thank you. Okay. Next up is resolution 2025-28, a resolution approving transfer of funds from general administration to public works per adoption of the supplemental budget.
We're just moving it.
Which one are you looking at?
28. Mhm.
So this was, this is a combination of our, I guess the way we justify it is our supplemental budget. I also did confirm with Kathy in Harrisburg, as long as it's not more than 10% of our complete and total budget amount, which is about $3 million. We are good to do this via resolution. I did go a little bit higher than what I was originally going to do for moving funds to public works. The reason being is that when Storm was separated and I did the journal entries after we had finalized our budget, we actually started this fiscal year with a negative amount in public works. And the only funds we have going in public works currently are the facility fees. So they absolutely have to have a positive amount going forward into the next fiscal year.
So Don, we're looking at what we have in the packet for 2025-28
Mhm.
versus what's on the agenda.
What
So,
is it?
So, on the agenda is what I read. What's in the packet is a resolution transferring funds for beginning fund balances adopted with the supplemental budget for biannual 2024 to 2026. So,
That should be the appropriate,
It's the right stuff. It's from general administration to
Yeah.
public works.
Yeah.
just it's worded
Worded
differently.
differently.
Yeah,
oh, gotcha. Okay.
yeah. So just making sure that we're on the same page
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, continue.
I think that's all I had to say about it. Just
Oh, okay. All
making
right.
sure you knew why we were doing what we're doing.
Yeah,
I just wanted to point it out just in case somebody questioned what you mentioned and what's on here.
right. No, that's fine. No, we need to be on the same page.
I'll make a motion that we adopt resolution number 2025-28, a resolution transferring funds for beginning fund balances adopted with the supplemental budget for biennial 24-26.
I'll second.
All right, thank you. Any other comments or questions for Dawn or in general? Good. Okay. All right, we shall vote then. Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Cuthbertson.
Yes.
Counselor Williams.
Yes.
And Counselor Ray.
Yes.
Great, thank you. There it is. Just looking, making sure. Okay, next up, yes, yet another resolution. This is resolution 2025-29, a resolution accepting audit findings and response to deficits noted in the audit. And we have also included the actual, this is the plan of action is attached to the back of the resolution as well.
So the two deficiencies on here, were both repeat findings. Not a huge surprise. Funds were not separated out properly, including the storm and street funds. So that was a repeat, as well as not having our audit in timely. We are now, I think this is the quickest audit we've ever finished, though. We did it within 3 months. We were just behind because the previous one wasn't finished until February of this year.
Just seems like we're back-to-back audits.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, I know you do. So I entertain a motion on this.
Try to be entertaining today.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution number 2025-29. A resolution accepting audit findings and response to deficiencies noted in the audit.
Second.
okay, thank you. Comments, questions as you read through that? A little bit there on that resolution with the letter, the response with the plan of action. Okay. We ready to vote then?
Mhm.
Okay. Counselor Ray,
Yes.
Counselor Williams,
Yes.
Counselor Cuthbertson,
Yes.
Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we are moving on to the last resolution. The resolution 2025-30. And I'd like to say for the record that in the time I've been mayor, we have never had 30 resolutions by June in a calendar year. So this is quite astounding, to say the least. This one is kind of this is a resolution regarding the display of flags on city property. It's a very simple one. What I would like to have, we got our flagpole up now. We have the US flag is flying, like to get the state flag up. And we're talking about another flag, but Mark is going to figure out a different way to where we're going to situate that one. It might be down at the park because we have a flagpole down there. but-
Mhm.
A city of Monroe flag?
Well, that would be fun. No, we'd have to have someone design it.
Yeah, it'd be like, kind of like our sign.
Wouldn't it just
Got
be
logo.
this?
It could be, yeah. Could do that too.
The other flag that Mark had me looking into was the missing in action.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, the POW.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
action.
W or the MIA or?
Yes, correct.
I was gonna say.
So I asked him about
That's
that
pretty
one as
common.
well.
Yeah, I
So-
think it's flown down to the museum too.
So it's just a simple resolution.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 2025-30, a resolution regarding the display of flags on city property.
Would like to second it.
I'll go ahead and second that.
I have a question real quick.
Yep.
So I just don't want to get in a thing where people are upset because they want
Mhm.
this one done and this one done and this one
Mhm.
done and this one done.
Right.
Is that going to leave us open to that?
No.
There's only 3 flags
Yeah, I mean, we're,
State,
yeah,
US.
US,
and
state, and then
Monroe
if we
City
have one,
approved flag.
and then.
Okay.
And then a commemorative flag that council has to approve.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to make sure, because I want to make sure that it's equal and fair for
Mhm.
everybody, and then also that we don't have a huge thing. So
Right.
perfect. Okay, I just want to make sure that
Yep.
It's an appropriate
I
question.
understood
Yeah.
Yes, it
clearly.
is.
Well, he said the
What
flag has
we
to
were
be
saying.
approved by council.
Any other questions?
And it also doesn't stop anybody from flying their own flag on their own property.
Oh, absolutely not.
Of course,
Absolutely not.
Yes. Okay, any other questions? Okay, shall we vote? Counselor Myers.
Yes.
Counselor Cuthbertson,
Yes.
Counselor Williams.
Yes.
Counselor Ray,
Yes.
thank you. Okay. We're done with resolutions for now. Okay. All right, I do have a proclamation in here as well. It's for Independence Day. I think I'm gonna save that for the end, so we'll come back because we have other business we need to get to. I'll save that for the end. All right, let's move on and we'll come back. Okay. And, boy, this packet is huge. There we go. All right, we're reviewing the Oregon Cascades West Council of Governments Agreement, and that is in the packet. Just gotta find it. I know, Councilor Cuthbertson, that was a topic of interest for you.
Mhm.
And Dawn, I think you put in here how much?
It's 1,500 a year. It's on
For
1 year
the-
copies, but it's 1,500 a year for that particular. Yeah.
Now, I know I reached out to them like in the March timeframe for planning services. They didn't have any planning services that they offered at that point in time. Apparently they do now. So just as an FYI, they do have that now.
I was gonna say, I remember them specifically saying they didn't have it, but I saw it in here, so,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
They're, in this scope of services, they're covering quite a bit that we haven't seen before. And,
And when we call, they haven't had.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is, we got the scope of services, well,
Mhm.
finish reading it. I was just thinking is it on an availability basis? It just says as on needed. So I mean, what if their services aren't available because they're
Right,
tasked elsewhere?
right. That's
Right.
a good question.
It sounds pretty. I'm skeptical.
Mm,
I would like. I don't know. I don't know if I want somebody to come down and try to convince us that this is gonna happen.
Well, I mean, we can ask Ryan to come down,
Yeah. I mean, but he's gonna tell us what we want to hear.
of course.
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I know.
Only because we just don't have extra to be.
Mhm.
Well, we're looking for the benefit.
Right,
mhm.
right.
And I mean, right now, council governments, I mean, what, you're going to a couple meetings and we're not even really,
Mhm.
the city's not even really part of them.
Yeah, and it's changed. It's a lot different now going to the meetings. Before we actually had a seat on the board and we would have good discussions with all the different cities and
Right.
so it's changed a bit. I don't know. I mean,
Well, I mean, they have included grant writing in their scope of work now, along with planning. Well,
That's the, yeah, they had the. master
but
plan.
you still, on the last thing, you're still paying hourly rates
This is true.
on top
So
of
it's
what you're
just not-
paying them.
Just not the 1,500 that you're
Yeah,
paying
so the
out.
Right.
1,500 only gives you the access. and then you have
Access
pay for
to-
all the services.
And
Right.
then you're having to pay for all the services.
But
Right.
with a new like city administrator coming on board, that might free up some of this stuff to focus on some of our needs that are a little bit more
Mhm.
pertinent,
True?
This is true. Yeah.
depending on how, what Yeah, it's a little up in the air.
Yeah, there's that piece.
Do
have-
we have to decide right away what's our deadline?
Let's see
we
if
have one?
there's actually. Don, do you recall if there was a deadline? Is it the end of the month?
I just know it was coming
Everett.
up. but-
There've been several things at the end of the month. I can't remember if this was one of them or not.
It may be the beginning of next year, but I would need to look, I would have to look at our APs to see
Oh.
when we paid it last year. I don't know for sure.
July 1st.
2020
Okay,
Yeah,
goes to 2027.
yeah, it's a 2-year agreement. Yeah.
And that's 1,500 per year annually?
that is correct, yes.
Okay.
And it may be, I'm guesstimating 1,500. It's been going up each year, and so I kind of went with what historically it's gone up in price. This year would be about 1,500, give or take, and then next year could be like 1,650.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on the fence too. I'm almost thinking we need to get
Mhm.
Ryan down here though.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to a representative from there.
I don't know how everybody else feels.
I think it can't hurt to have a representative come down and speak to us, but I'd like to understand what we get for the $1,500. Like, sell us a pitch. Don't
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
like, show us some proof of what we can expect
I mean,
as deliverables.
Well, and I would like that too, because I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with it. So it's good to get a refresher and make sure that you guys are all on board and really know what's going on, rather than like, I've seen it change over the years and been through all that. So, but you might have a different perspective than I do. And so for you to have all the information instead of just guessing off of the bits and pieces you've got.
I can, yes, sir.
If I may,
Of course you can.
in my 30-some odd years of doing public works and city work, it might be something you might want to consider waiting until you have your new city administrator on board. Because most administrators have worked with somebody in the past where they
Right.
don't need outside help, or they do, or they
Right.
recommend these people, not these people. For this type of stuff, it might be something you want to coordinate with them, or at least talk to them. after they-
Yeah, we want to take advantage
Great.
of the deficiencies that person's already built.
Yeah,
Well, we can
Thank
coordinate
you,
with them
Chuck.
and then we can get Ryan down here
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
That's a really good suggestion.
Great suggestion. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okey dokey. Any other comments before we move on? Kind of put a pause on it for the moment. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and move on. Next item is the DEQ response from council. That's in the packet as well. That's this, yeah, it's the next item.
Chuck was talking about.
Yeah, that's what Chuck was talking about.
Mhm.
So I don't know if we need to talk more about it or not, but I think we've kind of talked it to death personally, but.
You're still a DMA now, no matter whether you like it or not.
Right.
Groovy. Okay. Any other comments or questions on that agenda item?
I'm just thankful that Chuck's here to help us get the Cliff Notes versions that we understand what's
Yeah.
going on without having to try to wade through, because I would be lost. So that's very helpful. You're much
Absolutely.
appreciated.
very much appreciated.
When this first came in, I struggled through it a lot doing it. As a matter of fact, I think DEQ, TMDL blackballed me because I kept calling them out on where their OARs were wrong and contradicting. And for a while, they stopped talking to me or answering my questions because I was just on them all the time. But it's, you see the management plan, it is that thick. I mean, it is just crazy.
Boy.
Good to be a paper maker, I guess.
Mm. All right, let's move on to review engineering services agreement. That is also in the packet. So worked with the city attorney on this. So this is a final draft. Mind you, there are some blanks we need to fill in, but I wanted to make sure that I got it in front of you guys so you can
Nice.
see it.
And is it she said we needed to make some changes. Do you have, once again,
don't- I
Cliff
don't-
Notes version of what
No,
the,
no, I don't have the clip. I don't have the. clip notes. I'm
what the
sorry.
changes were?
I
No,
was
that's
just
okay.
like, let's get the agreement, let's get it in front of the council. So we wanted to make sure that we had all the exhibits with it, so I believe exhibit A is here. And then I got B over the weekend, and then
Nice.
C's in here too, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we got everything with it now. So that's the exciting part, is we actually have everything now. And Chuck's here, so if he wants to take a gander at it too.
I've gandered.
You've gandered. You're okay with it?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I think Branch works with a lot of small to medium-sized cities. They're in Eugene, but they've opened other offices. There's one for Corvallis now and around. Working at an engineer firm for quite a while myself. Branch does something that we never did, and I really appreciate Branch for it. Is Branch understands when it's no longer something that they should be doing. They say,
Oh,
you
Okay.
really,
Mhm.
here's the three that specialize in that.
Mhm.
Right.
These are the ones you need to be talking
Well, that's
to.
good. that
They're
they
good
do
about
that.
referring things that there's out there.
They're,
Well.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
in their wheelhouse,
They,
yep,
they know
yep,
that
yep.
wheelhouse, which is really good and helps keep
That's good.
costs down. They don't,
Mhm.
they don't want to be just the pass through and mark stuff up from somebody else.
Right,
you know,
well,
so-
that's good. I appreciate that.
But they have gotten bigger and their staff has gotten better. Well, I'm not promoting them, other engineering firms have also. But I think, I don't think the city would be disappointed with them.
Well, and they've done work for us in the past, and they do work for the city of
They
Harrisburg
do
too.
work for us and a few other small cities. They understand our limitations. They all
Yeah, that's
pretty much
good.
live around in the areas out here, so.
Yeah, that's good. I'm just kind of, I don't think I need a vote or anything. If there's any questions on it,
right.
and what I'll do is I'll go back to the attorney, we'll finish it and then bring it back. Get your approval on it.
In here twice.
I don't know.
It's like it's in here twice.
Well, twice the fun. mean,
I know. I think I'm seeing it twice, maybe not.
I was just so darn excited to get all these.
Oh, yeah, I can tell. That's why this packet's so thick.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Well, doesn't even include, well, then there's the supplemental budget here.
Yeah, it's in here twice.
Yep.
Or part of it's in here twice. Oh, good. Well, it's-
Okay.
it's all right.
Anybody else, any questions, comments? I'll make sure to bring the final back to you guys. The attorney's helping me, because I certainly can't do this. But we pay her the big bucks.
Trying to
I'm
go
just
back on,
excited to see it so we can get moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, not that I'm trying to go back on something else we already looked at, but I did notice that they had the hourly rates for your cog in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we saw that too.
okay. So much to look at.
I know.
Pretty good chunk of change.
I know. I was like, yeah, and then they want to charge us.
Yeah.
That's a hard sell.
I saw that.
It's like, I
'cause
don't see too much of a break for.
I
anyway.
saw that because I was already cranky. So that's why I want some other people's eyes on it.
If you want to put, alluding back to that cog stuff, if they wanted to put hourly rates on there, they should have had hourly rates,
Yeah.
not a member, and hourly rates as a member, so they could sell the $1,500.
Well, I thought that's what it was.
It was,
isn't it?
that was, it's
No.
odd. Yes, I agree.
I know, it's very,
It's just two different levels of,
yeah. Mhm.
so it's like hourly rates are whatever it is.
Mhm.
Most places like that will charge like double the rate if you're not a member.
Well, and I just don't remember them charging us before, like if we had needed help. I don't remember, but maybe they did. And I just
I don't
don't
know. That's a good
remember.
question.
I don't
But-
remember it either. I mean,
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's, yeah.
It just was available. So anyway,
my first tenure was 6 or 7 years ago, but.
So I will, well, the cog is one thing. and all that. We'll get Ryan and this, when the new city administrator is hired, we'll get them and
Right.
Ryan and us together.
Yeah.
And we'll have a lovely chat about all of this.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so we'll do that probably in the July or August timeframe. And then we were just talking about the engineering services agreement. So like I said, I will work with the attorney, get that finalized and bring it back. So you guys can take a look at it and approve it. Moving on to review bid for 8th Street Main Water Extension. There are two bids. It's a separate handout here. So Mark went and got two bids. So as an FYI, he got one from H&J Construction and the other from McKinsey Excavating. And Mark told me that I believe we would be doing, if we did H&J, it would be option B, is what I believe Mark told me.
Okay.
And Mark also, if he was here, he would reiterate that H&J does a lot of work here at the city. They've done a lot of things for us already, so they're pretty familiar with our system.
Okay.
In case you can't locate it, that second bid is only one page, so it's on the back of the third
Yep.
page for
Yep.
H&J. Yeah.
So my question is option B
Mhm.
comparable to what's on the back? Or am I looking at two different things? Am I making myself clear? Because I feel like I'm,
I believe Mark told me that those are comparable.
okay, 4
And
inch.
H&J comes in cheaper. And I double checked that
Okay.
with him and he said yes.
Okay,
I said, okay.
I just wanted to make sure that we were
Hmm.
apples to apples and not,
I was like 20 feet more. I don't know why.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not
is that what you're
sure.
seeing?
they're 2-inch.
I'm not sure why that is.
Linear.
140 and 160. Yeah,
Well, they're gonna put the service laterals in. And H&J doesn't have the service laterals.
I think,
I see them on the,
With meter
Right now.
boxes.
and the other guy, Mackenzie, has service laterals, 40 linear.
yeah,
feet.
I think Mark told me that it was all included with H&J. We can get clarification.
I'd like to get some clarification,
okay.
just because I
A
don't,
better breakdown of it,
yeah, I'm not comfortable.
because this is 2-inch PVC and this is 4-inch. So I'm not sure what's
He
on.
was saying option B.
I'm looking at option B.
H&J, and then,
But McKenzie is 2-inch, right? Two?
That's what I'm looking at. So McKenzie's
See,
quotes
McKenzie
almost
says
like
2
we're
inch
quoting
water,
against option
And then
A.
this one says
Mhm.
4-inch.
Yeah.
Option B, so.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I'm a little
Mackenzie does tell
confused.
you the depth too, so I don't know, it's 30
Right.
inches, we don't know.
Okay.
what H&J
so what I will do is, Mark is sick, but I'll see if I can
Right.
get back together with him when he's less sick. And get clarification, and are you guys okay with me texting?
Yes,
Yeah.
All right,
I
so-
just want to make sure that we're comparing the same
Apples to apples.
services, because otherwise we're not. It's, you
It's a
can't,
considerable price.
can't do
difference,
it.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Contracting the hot tap out. So,
So we'll get clarification.
yeah, so yeah, you want
Okay. Not a problem. So I will get that. Street. Water extension.
Does that make sense, Chuck? Did you see what we were talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it's all included. Option B is the correct way to do this because that would fall under a service line.
Mhm.
And that was the idea with the 2-inch lines that was first talked about, just for ease, if there was a discount on 2-inch, sometimes you find a 2-inch on the pipe, which is real cheaper, so that could have been just running both sides of the road, since 2 of them are on this side, 2 on this side, so you didn't have to cross the road. They called me over, I looked at it, it's a gravel road, I'm like, who cares? You know, we can cut it across the service lines. You don't want to go to a 6-inch because then you're talking having the water line exemption from your engineer, so that we've already talked about. So you can't go that big. We don't have the city engineer currently. So, but you could do the 4-inch run down, do a couple taps and, yeah, H&J normally always supplies that in their stuff. They're one of my certified contractors, one of our 6.
Okay.
I've worked with McKenzie on some things, but they're not one of our certified ones in town, but they have done some work, other work for me. So,
Yeah, the only reason I want to see the full breakdown is so we have the documentation. Yeah.
so he did this, quick and easy. If you want a full accurate line item breakdown, that needs to be done that way. However, because the cost of this is under 25,000, you don't have to have 3 separate bids. It can be informal,
Okay.
quick
good to know.
quotes, and
Right.
you're still more than legal.
Mhm.
And
To
I
do
do
it.
like the fact you're putting in 4-inch line versus a 2-inch PVC.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I can work with Mark or have him call, and we'll resubmit this out with a line item for each item you'd want to see on there.
Yeah, or just so we can see to compare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only real difference as far as line item would be the laterals, service laterals going out. This one from McKinsey's, including the laterals and the meter boxes. And like you said, H&J probably includes it. We just don't have it written down.
They normally do, and of the 4 laterals that are out there, 2 already have meter boxes.
Oh, so there's no.
So, I mean, there'll only be 2 that they add anyway, so we can break it down much further,
Okay.
to go, you know,
I'd be happy with just them saying, hey, this includes all of it. A little note on there. That's all I,
What part of 8th Street are they doing this on?
north part, or yeah, north part of 8.
so it'd be the north side of 8th and Main.
Where the Steve Rose property is
Okay.
in the abandoned house.
Yes, up to the abandoned house,
Okay.
which, as it was dug up, and H&J was the one doing the dig up,
Mhm.
and prepping that. So they know where all the stuff is in the ground. They did all the locates, which would help keep their price down when issues happening. They brought the line from the main on, this is great. Again, I got a call, you gotta come see this. And they brought the line over from the main on 8th down. It kind of leaves the right of way. And then gets to the abandoned house to the meter, but right before that, they wide it off to send it down to the next house. Off that part of that service line. It
Yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff out there.
just needs to be redone.
You know, I think you've answered my questions as far as who to select tonight, actually, so.
You want to make a motion?
Yeah, if you think we can do it tonight with a motion.
Yeah, we totally
I'll
can.
make a motion that we make a selection on the 8th Street water line extension. Vote, and I.
Who would
I'm
your
gonna-
selection be?
My selection's H&J
Okay. Would someone like to second that?
and option B, sorry.
You're good, thank you. Anybody?
I'd like a further breakdown.
I'd like a
Yes.
little more clarification.
Okay,
I think we're dead without a
I think
second.
we're dead. Sorry, we
Sorry.
tried.
That's right.
Good job. Bo.
Dead.
I know it wasn't writing, but
No, I
trust
get it.
Chuck. I trust Chuck.
Oh, and
And Chuck,
Yeah.
I trust.
yeah, I like to see it broken down.
Absolutely.
So,
Just a little more clear,
yeah.
just a little.
We're a little gun shy,
Yeah.
Chuck. Can you
If
imagine?
I was in your position, I would do.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an email to Chuck and Mark and share this wonderful information.
Perfect.
So we can get it. right
Perfect.
I'll shoot out a line item breakdown to Mark that he can then forward on.
Well, I mean, to me, if you look at it, I mean.
Mhm.
2-inch PVC. And the price is, almost 15,000. And if we went with half of the PVC 2-inch for option A instead of doing 2 down the line, we'd be under 10,000
Mhm.
for H&J. So I mean, even if you look at it that way, they're coming ahead.
I'll
I
send them.
guess for me, the clarification is like, okay, so like on McKinsey, they're talking about laterals and I'm trying to see where they talk about laterals on the option B. bigger line or not.
So option
And
B, it
meters.
does say saddles. 4-inch main line.
Yes,
So,
it just says saddles.
yeah, so a saddle is the piece
Yep.
that wraps around the main
Mhm.
for that service line.
Yep.
So it just didn't write it all the way out. But we can do that. That's not. big.
Okay, you have the technology. Good.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank
moving-
you for helping us nervous
Yes.
Nellies.
Yes.
Well, McKinsey, you'd almost have to ask McKinsey for a further breakdown too, and saying, this is not enough capacity with 2-inch. What is their bid for?
So, and that bid could be based on 2 or 4. It was pretty vague on that. So, having a little extra. And one of the other things I can do since when H&J's called in, they put in the parts that I've already spec'd.
Mhm.
They will put in this type of service line, this type of brass, this type of meter. Because they're one of our registered contractors and McKinsey's not. So it should be further down the line going, yes, you're not going to use brass from BNI. No, it's going to be, 200-pound, McDonald or Mueller brass. And
Right.
these are the part numbers,
US
which may
rated.
actually raise their price a bit. But yeah, H&J already knows what's required. But yeah, we'll do a quick breakdown. That way you can see. There should never have any questions. You can always get answers. Right.
Thank you, Jim.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, moving on to 180 North 8th Street. We've gotten some complaints about very tall grass and rats. So, Public Works had a question about cutting the grass and charging that against the property, or doing a lien. So I actually talked to the city attorney about this. And she said we do need to send a letter to whoever is paying the property taxes on that property.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
To let them know that they need to
Spaghetti.
mow, or we're gonna go ahead and mow it, and then we're gonna put a lien on the property. So I just wanted to give you an FYI.
Never ending.
Spaghetti.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Go
Chuck.
ahead.
Save us, Chuck.
Yeah.
It's been a few months since I've looked at your fee schedule. Do you have something in your fee schedule for mowing your yard?
Don, we do, don't we?
I know that last year we did it for Dundee Monroe Land Company. I know that we had a breakdown for them and I can look at that. And see what we had emailed them. But I don't know if that was an actual, if we really calculated our people's time, the fuel, the equipment use. I don't know that was really all taken into factor.
Right, and then you tack on your 20% administrative fee and all that. We end up doing this quite often. As a matter of fact, we're going through it right now again. Before the 4th, trying to get some people. We started a couple weeks ago. Couple years ago, one, because public works staff is not a whole lot of people. Our attorney, our city attorney at the time, suggested, and the city's been doing it, at least Harrisburg's been doing that, and 2 other cities I work with have been doing it since then. They call any landscaping company that's local.
Okay.
And then they tack an administrative fee onto that. So you don't have a property owner after you do this comes back and say, you had 7 hours of public works time, plus you charged me for a lawnmower and a weed eater, and
Mhm, mhm.
Right.
it puts you in the middle of the argument.
Mhm.
Call somebody, say, hey, you need this cut down
Right.
to these specifications. It needs to be flat, cleaned up, raked up, done here, whatever that fee is, then your administrative fee, whatever's in your fee schedule, ours is 20%. And that way it's just, you've done the paperwork. If you had to put a lien on the place, all that's in your administrative fee. It's clear and there's no,
So it's no other cost than whether they had to go do the same thing.
idea.
right.
Yeah.
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 And that's,
Because do we even have a
That-
mower right now?
that's what the cost is.
I
And
think
again,
it's broke
because it's
down.
below the
Mhm.
state minimum, so
Right.
much below,
Yeah.
you don't have to go out and get bids and quotes.
Right.
Yeah.
If you have a registered landscaper, or you can call three and say, hey, how much do this property? Pick the cheapest one, send it out there. So you are doing the best for the property itself
Right.
to get the, providing you give them a scope of, okay, it's gonna be mowed, it's gonna be raked, it's gonna be weeded, no blackberries, no vegetation, more than 10 inches on site,
Mhm.
and give them a breakdown of what you want done.
Mhm.
It takes a whole lot of internal arguing
Mhm.
later down the road. now.
Yeah.
Does anyone know of someone in our area currently? I know we had, I think it was Ramos at one point, but I don't know if anybody that actively does yard maintenance in this area any longer.
There's a few of them.
We just call
Okay.
a couple people out Junction City because we don't really have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, Chuck, I'm gonna have you vacate the seat because we're gonna interview a couple candidates.
Woo! I do not want another job.
Okay.
Monroe takes way too much time.
We're needy.
Sorry about that. That's true.
You can, we'll get that stuff.
I will.
Yeah.
I will take care of that.
Okay.
For the 8th Street, I'll get that bid to you guys. And.
You want me to call you tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's try to start.
Okay.
No, let's try to start getting together and,
Okay.
if not Wednesday.
Okay.
That way you have a little time to do any modifications.
Okay.
Sending that
Okay. Sounds good.
out. All right.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Chuck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bring my own pad.
I know, aren't they super comfortable?
Well,
I
I
know.
did tell you guys they were a buck. I don't know
Yeah.
what else to say,
They're better than what we had.
which was nothing. Whose
Yeah.
nameplate is that? Is that Mark?
That's Mark's.
Okay. You too.
too.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Do you want me to
All
put
right.
it under the thing? Or is it okay? His nameplate.
I think we're fine. Okay. All right. Mr. DeHaven, we have you up first. Pardon me? You're not interested?
Okay,
Well,
let's
okay.
move on.
Cindy, would you like to come up? Join us for some fun questions.
No.
Fine.
Yes.
It's really bad right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
allergies are
turn that
horrible.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna read my spiel and then we're gonna ask you a couple questions. Okay. So the Monroe City Council would like to thank you for taking time to answer our questions tonight regarding the current council vacancy. Your answers will help us get to know you better and determine if you're a good fit for the city council. For the interview, each of the city councilors, including myself, will take a turn asking you a question. We have a few questions we're going to ask you. At any time, if you need to take a break, just let us know.
And there's no
rush,
right or
hurry.
wrong answer.
No,
Yeah.
no pressure.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel like you're being pressured at all. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Councilor Cuthbert.
All righty. Question number 1. Have you previously served on a governing board of any type in a business, government, not for nonprofit organization or church, or as a leader in any organization? And if so, please briefly describe the organization, your role, and the number of years you served in that capacity.
Do scouts count?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, scouts.
Can you tell she was in the Scout?
Well, Cub Scouts, I was a committee member. I was also PAC chairman. Boy Scouts, I was assistant scoutmaster.
Okay.
I also was part of the council.
Hmm.
I was one of the 3 members in the council that conducted Eagle Scout boards.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it. with
Yeah, that's
scouting.
great. Awesome.
That's a lot.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, my turn.
You're up.
what do you believe are three strengths of the city of Monroe and or the current administration?
I'm sorry.
What do you believe are the three strengths of the city of Monroe and or the current administration of the city of Monroe?
Three strengths.
Mhm.
I think one strength is that it's a small community. So it's a lot easier for everyone in the community to be able to put their voice forward instead of falling through cracks. And also because it's small, it's easier for people to contact the council and officers to be able to be heard. And it's a good question.
Two's okay.
Yeah.
Two's okay.
Yeah.
Two's okay.
Reminds me of my hometown. I grew up in a small
Okay.
town.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
Hometown.
Well,
that's a
then I
key
gotta
word.
Do you want me to ask this one?
Do we have
yeah.
you? Do we have, I thought
I
we
don't
have
think
you
we have you
adjusted.
on there, do
Our
we?
apologies.
Oh, we don't?
Do we?
We don't
Oh, we
have you,
do.
Council. Yeah, we do. Okay.
Lenders.
I'll ask two questions in a row.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. Next up, does your interest in serving on the city council stem from a personal interest or goal? Is there something in particular you hope to accomplish? And why is serving on the city council important to you?
Wow.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. Who came up with these?
That might have been my phone. Anyway. If it helps, I know you and I chatted a little bit
mhm.
and you talked about beautification. You mentioned that to me when we had one of our chats.
Yeah. I know when my husband and I first moved to Oregon almost 10 years ago, just shy of 10 years. We lived in Eugene. We landed there for the first 5 years renting. And when we first drove to Corvallis along 99, first thing out of my husband's mouth when we came through Monroe is, I can live here. And I was like, well, I could do that. Because again, reminds me of where I grew up.
Mhm.
But you know what? Since then, we've driven a lot of places in Western Oregon. And it's one thing that I think we are missing. And that's curb appeal, especially along 99.
Mhm.
That's it doesn't take much for curb appeal. I mean, when I walk my dogs down 99 and I look at Long Timber and I'm like, I wonder who did their landscaping. So they can do my yard.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much. It's like we were talking about the hanging basket,
Mhm.
like they do in Florence and a lot of other cities. And then Dan was saying, well, then you got to hire someone to water them. I said, no, you don't. Who says they have to be real? You can just rinse them every now
True.
and then, or swap them out like every 6 months, fall, winter things, and spring, summer. But yeah. I know I participated in a workshop or a work session cleaning up the trash along 99.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We did that a few years ago.
I think that's something we can actually make a contest throughout the city.
That's a great idea.
with neighborhood.
Yeah.
definitely.
Also, like, my parents lived in Imperial Beach in California, small beach town, real
Mhm.
small. And for 4th of July one year, they had a contest. Who can have the most beautiful 4th of July
Mhm.
set up for their yard. Not necessarily like a bunch of lights and decorations and
Mhm.
stuff. My mom actually won. They live in a condo. They don't have a big
Mhm.
yard or anything. She just had a simple display. The front door is actually on the inside courtyard of the
Mm.
condo. The back door was to the main drag because they live right across the street from the beach. My mom just had a small display of red, white, and blue flowers. And she won. We could do small things like that.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay, excellent. This question will probably be a little bit easier.
Oh, and all you get is bragging rights.
Right. Right. So my next question for you is City Council regularly meets at 6 PM on the fourth Monday of each month. And it lasts about 2 hours, sometimes a little bit longer. If you're selected as city councilor, you're also expected to chair or co-chair a committee and participate in at least 2 city committees. Will your schedule permit your regular attendance at our regularly scheduled city council meetings and or committee meetings?
Like I told Dan when we met, I'll do my best, but my husband and I are retired.
Mhm.
And this time of year, we go camping a lot
Mhm.
with a small travel trailer. And so I can't promise I would be here every month for that. But the ones that I wouldn't be here for, I could certainly be
Mhm.
on Zoom.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that works too.
Yes, some of us actually, I don't, but some of us.
I travel for work, so I
Mhm.
often have to because I'm not here.
Right.
We've had counselors in the past that they had a home here and they had a home in Arizona. They would just call in.
Mhm.
So
And sometimes we're sick and we can't come, and that's okay
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and
You know,
that's-
life
I have
happens.
2 hernias, one that I can't pronounce it, one down here and
Yeah,
a
oh.
hiatal one.
That's no
Oh,
So
fun.
I'm going to be having surgery.
Yeah,
Oh,
sometime.
good.
yeah.
Get that fixed.
that always
Yeah.
comes first.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Councilman Ray,
You're up.
next, sir.
Okay. So what do you believe are 3 weaknesses of the city of Monroe and or the current administration? You kind of mentioned a little bit back here, curb appeal would be kind of,
Yeah. Weaknesses are. Now, this isn't anything against.
Absolutely.
No.
And
oh, you're good.
counselors.
Speak
No,
freely.
It doesn't even have anything to do with you guys. One thing is, a lot of people in town and in the overall community jump to conclusions about things quickly
Mhm.
Mhm,
Mhm.
without getting the facts.
mhm.
And I think if when things are going on or things are taking a long time, the sidewalks, the ADA,
Mhm.
building of them, and then the redoing of them several times. If
Yeah.
perhaps communication could come from the city to the community,
Mhm.
Mhm.
that could go a long ways.
Yes.
Permit, people complain, they can't do this and they can't do that. Well, you should look into what you're allowed to have or not have. The responsibility doesn't fall on the city. It falls on an individual that wants to do something.
Mhm.
But there again, a lot of people, I'm not mentioning any one person. I've noticed with the Facebook page, it's been a handful of people. It's been more than one or two. It's been quite a few. People are just quick to do something and not think that they need, that there's a government involved and they need to have, there's ordinances and whatnot.
Perfect.
But, so there again, maybe every once in a while, you just gotta remind people, the whole community that, you know, there are rules and regulations, and if you plan on doing anything, perhaps you need to check with the city. It's like we had solar panels put on our roof, and the solar company went through the city and the county to make sure it was allowed before they would install it.
Right. Mhm.
So there again, I guess communication again.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Um,
Very valid point.
that was just two.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
fine.
perfect.
You're doing great.
We'll go on to the next question, which is mine. It's going to be an easy one. So if you could make one change or improvement, what would that change or improvement be?
Um, One change or improvement, something I have not touched on before. I think a youth center,
Hmm,
Mhm.
Yeah.
something for grade school all the way up through high school.
Mhm.
Something that they can all do. I grew up as a military brat and I was in the military, and we had community centers that kids that were like in first, second grade, all the way up to senior year in high
Mhm.
school.
Mhm.
We could do, and we all got along and we all played together, and there were pool tables and foosball tables and activities we could do, and intramural sports and whatnot. And
nice.
you can get teenagers to volunteer as well as adults.
That's a great idea.
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the city council must render decisions regarding the implementation of policies and or programs that may be somewhat difficult. Are you willing to take on the responsibility of making decisions that are in the best interest of the public, even though they may be somewhat difficult or unpopular?
Yeah,
That was
I was,
easy.
I know.
I was taking a thing.
This is-
I've been drinking.
You've been drinking?
He's been drinking.
You've been drinking. I
Wow.
heard that. It's on the record.
I didn't say alcohol. I haven't had alcohol for like a year. I woke up at 2:30 with Charlie horses in both legs.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the
I
worst.
did it over the weekend, so.
Yeah.
Sorry. Here's my question. Or it's the one written down for me. Please complete this sentence. A Monroe City Councilor should be.
Flexible,
Right, I like that.
determined. Willing to see all points of view. Able to make the decision whether it is in their own best interest or their own. How do I want to say this?
Their detriment.
When I lived in Las Vegas, our senator was Harry Reid. Harry Reid, I don't even know if he's still alive.
No.
I think it's passed.
Yeah, I think so too. He was a Mormon. He was a Democrat. And the majority of his constituents were Democrats, because Las Vegas area is a main Democrat area. Now, he, as a Mormon, didn't believe in a lot of things Democrats believe in, but he was a Democrat. He just didn't believe in the whole platform. But he didn't, in Washington, he didn't vote because of his beliefs. He voted because of his constituents' beliefs. So he didn't just vote his personal beliefs.
Mhm.
He voted for the best interest of all the people.
Who he was representing, yes.
Yep, that's good.
Thank you.
All right. I guess I'm Counselor Linder.
Yes, you are.
Well, how about that?
We voted you.
Okay. All right. So our next question here is, do you have any interest in or participate in any professional or personal activity that could lead to or be perceived as a conflict of interest if you become appointed? If yes, please explain.
No.
Nope, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said no.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
another. quick
No.
one.
Good. All right.
Okay, looks like it's
All
me.
right. Yes.
What do you believe is the single most compelling issue facing the city of Monroe? And how would you address it?
I think it's the drinking water.
The water.
Okay.
How would I address it? Just hoping we could get on top of it. I won't drink it. My dogs don't even drink it.
Perfect.
Yeah, we've been working on that part.
Yeah, it is a very big challenge for us.
Yes.
Yes.
Please tell us about any other activities, specialized skills, knowledge, or professional experience that would contribute to your effectiveness in serving on the city council. I think you kind of alluded to some of that with your scouts.
Trying to think of something I haven't said before.
Right.
I think you'd be a very good chairperson of a committee with your experience. It's kind of like leading the scouts sometimes.
Well, yeah, with scouts, I had a lot of training.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
went to wood badge
Yeah.
training.
Mhm.
And that wasn't like most wood badge trainings. It was back before they combined the Cub Scout and Boy Scout training. I went to the Boy Scout wood badge
Mhm.
and I went through it. It wasn't just weekend stuff and occasional night training. I went to Philmont Scout Ranch through the Sam Houston Area Council in Houston. And we were there, we backpacked in. We went to the training for a whole week and we backpacked out.
Wow.
that was quite an intense
Yes.
training.
Sounds like it.
A lot of problem solving and everything else. And then when we got back, we had to work our ticket, which took a good 6 months, well, actually almost an entire year before we could get our beads.
Mhm.
So that was a very intense training.
Well, I was gonna say, looking at your app, you mentioned when you're in the Navy, being the command ombudsman.
Oh, that's when I was a dependent wife.
Mhm.
Yes. I was asked by the captain of the USS Rushmore to be the ombudsman for the ship, which is the liaison between the dependents and the command. So when dependents had a problem, whether it was the dependent wife, the dependent husband, or if one of the
Mhm.
children had problems and they couldn't get it fixed themselves, they were to come to me. I had a lot of extensive training for that too, where so that I would have the resources to be able to help them or lead them into the right direction to get help. And this was not just for the enlisted dependents, it was also for the officer dependents.
Okay.
I had a direct open door or phone call to the CO, the XO, and the command master chief.
That's some great experience. Thank you.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Okay. We're on the last question now. Home stretch, okay? All right. When you think of Monroe, what is the first thing that comes to mind? There you go. Okay, we're done with our questions. All right. So go ahead and you can go ahead and sit back in your seat. We're going to deliberate for probably 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Nope, you're it. Okay, sounds good. Now,
Thank you. Mhm.
Was the emblem
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to wear. That was,
Don, did you put the script in the folder?
Mhm.
along with blades going through it.
Sorry, what was that, sir?
I was gonna say, did you put the script in the folder?
No, I had asked you in the email and I didn't get an answer and I didn't put it in there.
Okay, no problem.
I put a certificate in there, but I did not put the wording.
Let me dig it out of my, hold on.
What was she saying?
Oh,
He
we're,
was just asking a question to Don, just about,
That's swearing in script. Remember what
we
you had
need to
to do?
deliberate. Deliberate,
We're
Try blank
deliberating.
it out of my mind.
deliberate, discuss. What do we think about Cindy? Wait till she comes back.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I think anybody who's willing to serve is a golden opportunity.
I have some hesitation about not being able to be here because that will really put a
Mhm.
strain on us.
That is true.
Answer to that question wasn't a warm and fuzzy, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
We won't be able to.
It was like,
you know.
yeah, I might be able to make it.
Well, we can go ahead when she comes back and we can get some clarification.
Yeah, the only issue there is would she consistently have access to the internet to be able to connect in?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because like I said, we've worked with that before. That's never been a problem as long as you can connect into the meeting.
Or the time, I mean, I'm traveling sometimes 9 hours, and it's
Or-
hard, I want to go to bed while you guys are all deliberating. I'm like, dude.
I don't know if I've missed any this time I've been in the council, but in my previous tenure, there was a couple times that my work sent me to Canada. I mean,
Yeah,
or, I could
Yeah.
And I couldn't even connect with the internet. I had to be on the phone and talk
Yeah.
to him on the phone
Well, and
over
we,
speakerphone.
we used to have a thing where if you missed a certain amount of meetings, you were out.
2 unexcused meetings.
Yep.
They had to be unexcused.
Is
Yeah.
that still in play?
I don't know.
Probably.
It was in the council.
We haven't really enforced them, so.
It was in the council rules.
No.
You came on and it was like, game on.
Come on.
We really put him through the ringer.
It was in the council.
You don't know
rules,
the
but I don't know
ringer.
if there is.
Someday we'll sit down and I'll tell you a little story.
You guys alluded to that on this one.
Oh, my gosh.
I can tell you a few stories about that Dios we had over there. Actually, when I first started, I think they were sitting around tables over there. They didn't even have the judges thing
Oh.
set up. It was
I would
just-
always get the chair that'd bang into the thing.
Oh,
I always
Yeah.
got
And
the
my legs
internet.
would go to sleep every meeting.
I
'Cause
hated
I'm
that. I
short.
hated the time.
So I couldn't, there was nothing
How-
for me to
How
hang
we were
on
supposed to
to.
get 7 people around that thing is beyond me.
I don't know.
Okay, all right, so we'll wait for Cindy to come back. We can ask a clarifying question around availability. Okay.
So we do have some significant need right now to be available a little bit. I think that will
Mhm.
lighten up once we get staffing.
Yes.
A little
Well,
bit
we've got
under-
someone coming,
Yeah.
at least the administrative assistant part, and hopefully we have an administrator too. Hopefully graduated tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow.
The last 2 candidates, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Do you want me to do this? I apologize. I had some unexpected surgery.
No, well,
It's okay.
And it happens, you know?
Yeah, it was,
We just don't like it happening all the time. That sucks.
yeah, what happened? Yeah. One of
Yeah,
those
What
things.
happened to the economic development thingy? I was sitting down here and all of a sudden I get, my email pops up. I'm going, oh, Dan canceled it.
I canceled it an hour before you were sitting down here.
I worked till like 10 minutes before I came
Oh,
down
and
here.
then that's
Yeah.
when you saw it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's 10 minutes. Right
I
down
know,
here.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
crap.
very sorry. You can stop me later. That's fine.
Well, luckily it's close to home, so.
It is.
But he had to get dressed. So that-
Yeah, I did. I work from
Oh.
home. I only had to put a t-shirt on and I wear my,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
I really don't know what I'd do with myself if I worked from home.
Because you work, yeah.
Jammies or is that how it works?
No,
Is that how it
no,
works?
I gotta be camera ready by 5
Well,
AM.
this
Let me
is
tell
camera ready
you.
from here up,
I
right?
know, but it's the face too, you know?
For me, it's just bad.
Cindy, we had a clarifying question for you.
Yeah, we just wanted to understand, we're not fully staffed right now in city council, and in order to pass resolutions and do things, we need to have a quorum. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Quorum.
Yep, you're doing great.
Correct.
So we're just kind of concerned about your availability. It is, we do have a lot of things that are going on right now, a lot of moving pieces, and sometimes we have even more times where we have to meet, maybe say for an executive session or a special session. There are some committee meetings that you would be
Mhm.
expected to attend as well. So I don't know if the full scope of the time requirement was really portrayed to you correctly. It is a significant amount of time that's going on. I don't know exactly what it would be total. I know it's 2 hours for sure every month. That doesn't include the committee meetings that would be required. They are not always on a monthly
We don't
basis.
have them on a monthly basis.
They're
so-
they're usually like a quarterly basis, but that's a time commitment as well. And then
Work sessions.
work sessions.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
we do have work sessions,
we-
which are about an
And we
hour.
talked
Every
about
month.
if you can't be here in person, Zoom is perfectly fine. So, I mean, that's perfectly legitimate.
Yeah,
option.
absolutely. We just needed to have, I would like to have a little bit more clarification if those time commitments were okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thank
Great,
you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Any other questions?
No?
Anything else we need to discuss? Okay. Well, I don't know. Do we normally do a motion or something for this? I can't remember.
I think the motion was in the area. Let's go ahead and vote.
Okay,
That work? Or if you want a motion, I'll make it.
let's do a motion just to cover
Make a
ourselves.
Motion that we vote on our city council candidate. Cynthia Evans.
I'll second. Sorry.
It's okay. All right. Comments, questions, Are you ready to vote?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Counselor Myers,
Yes.
Counselor Cuthbertson,
Yes.
Counselor Williams.
Yes.
Counselor Ray.
Yes.
All right, great, thank you.
I'm gonna come to work.
Come on over here, I gotta swear you in.
No rest for the weary.
You can leave it there. Just come over.
Oh.
I'll stand over here so that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take pictures and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Did you erase them already?
Cheating. Are we missing a microphone? We'll just use mine.
So angry.
Is there one on the? I don't
do things.
There might be one on the.
Did you hear?
I know, I can't because it mentally it would like.
Okay. I have to cheat because I don't have it memorized. Okay. Okay. All right. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I,
I,
and you say your name.
I, Cynthia Evans,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the state of Oregon
and the state of Oregon,
and of the charter
and of the charter
and ordinances
and ordinances
of the city of Monroe,
of the city of Monroe,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and honorably
and honorably
perform the duties of city councillor
perform the duties of city councillor
for which I'm about to assume.
for which I am about to assume.
Congratulations. You're a city councillor.
Thank you.
So where shall we put Counselor Evans?
Right now you have that spot.
Okay, so I took over, so we have to move everything.
Can't have the whole table.
Too much stuff to sign.
Yeah, he kicked me down here, so I was gonna make sure he had
What?
to give
Hey,
up part of his.
Is that meaning it just keeps moving it further and further?
I
What
did
can I
shower.
He's got things.
I got
Things.
things. I have something here. Fine, when you come on over. Do we have a spare piece of paper we can use to,
Under it?
no, for a
Oh,
nameplate, a tent?
we do. I don't know if I have anything.
Yeah, just a piece of paper, folded in half. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I'll have you sign there,
Now you have a different view. This is
and then I'll
nice.
sign after.
It's okay, but that sun, it didn't hit me too bad. So we need to buy a shade for that.
Yep.
Because
I'll let you make it pretty.
in summer.
Oh, yippee.
Well, you're the president, you need to do that, right?
I happily delegate.
Unless you want to take a piece of our packet.
I don't know how your AC is over there, but it's blowing on me. I'm just like, cold.
In Red Hills?
I do.
I do too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Where at?
I live off of Aldrich. I'm on one of the second story homes on Aldrich and Ninth.
Oh, okay. I live on 10.
Don, can I give her the certificate or do we need a copy?
I don't know what we do, actually, I'll be honest. I don't know.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Take
and
a
I'm gonna-
picture, take a picture, yeah.
And I'll give her the original.
Thank you.
All right.
You get it later usually.
We always need volunteers.
They were talking about the water line down 8th Street. I was like,
You're
you're
putting
coming down
a
my
shadow on it, Dan.
I know, well, I'm like,
I had to put myself
I'm just.
400.
I know you are.
Water line into the- Oh, yeah, and I'm in the city limits.
So you know,
I was like, "You're kidding me."
so much easier.
we're going to get you a,
Yeah.
Don will order you
How's all the other stuff
a
going on?
nameplate.
Oh, I'm in. but it's just,
I do not
We're
know
doing
why
a lot
Jimmy
of,
gets
like,
him in trouble.
Just yard work and stuff.
oh yeah, yeah. So like.
I like
was
the
on
fact that you
vacation
can cash your
in
checks or
May,
you can
did
deposit checks now
some
with your phone.
landscaping, I still got more to do.
Yeah, you just take a
Got my
picture of the front.
sidewalks all formed up and ready.
All right, Don, we'll need a nameplate for our new counselor.
My bank-
Yes, sir, I have it on my list.
Perfect, thank you.
My weed whacker. And then I went out to mow and
Okay.
the belt slipped off my
Cindy.
mower, so I got this much of my
I stopped by your
patch
house the
now.
other day.
It's a mess.
You guys weren't home. so
Okay,
Okay.
so
What?
it's like-
Counselor Evans would like her nameplate to say Cindy Evans.
Probably work. Let's head it to the dump, because I remember you saying something about cardboard.
All right.
Is it CINDY or CY? How does she want that
And
spelled?
cardboard if you wanted it.
Oh, man, I would have loved it. You should have just thrown it in the
Here
yard.
we go.
I would have noticed eventually.
Mayor Sheets, Mayor
Um,
Sheets,
Yes, ma'am.
Just use.
how
your-
does she want that spelled? Cindy?
Weed barrier.
CINDY,
I've got
CINDY? Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
the normal way.
Roll.
My sister-in-law spells her C1.
Sure.
Okay.
Anymore.
I know, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just so far behind on stuff, but yeah, check it out. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Do we have an extra packet looking around?
I can give her my packet.
If you don't mind parting with it.
No, I'm just making sure I've got everything. And then we have this one last thing.
There is one over by where Mark usually sits, I think. Unless Chuck Schultz took it, that's
We
fine.
gave it to Chuck,
We gave it
but
to Chuck.
I, wait,
took
I brought part of it back and gave it to you, but no, it's okay. Just give her mine. I don't care. I just want to make sure I wasn't giving away my interview questions.
Oh, I know. We've got them everywhere. So right now, we are on, we just finished up here. So now we're on the back.
I figured you
Just
wouldn't
gotta
just
go
bring me
faster
like
now.
tissue paper
So
for
we're gonna
weed
be up there.
barrier. I was
I was
thinking that you probably
You're welcome.
had a couple brain cells up there.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the computer and do a little sneak peek here. We have to get it
Oh, for the
to work.
website.
So give me a moment here, guys. See if I can get this to work. I don't know. Okay, let's see.
Roll out what I.
If I can.
Mhm.
Let's see if I can get this to work.
While we're waiting, where do you go camping?
We've been all up and down Oregon coast. We've been to southern Washington and northern California.
You do a lot of Cascades stuff.
Yeah, not real good with mountain roads, so.
Oh. I can understand this. I just happen to know where our city employee Mark's gonna be camping next week.
Where's that?
Harassment.
Whoa, is that our new website?
Well, he's gonna.
Yeah.
This is a sneak peek.
It's up like crazy.
Okay, hold on.
It has our picture of our city council.
Oh.
No,
Doesn't have everybody.
No, I saw something that was really cool before that.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
All of
I'm
us
trying
sitting around the table.
There, okay.
Wait,
Can we see that okay?
Yep.
Okay, so this is a sneak peek by No Shape of the Imagination. This is complete.
Final,
As
right.
I mentioned, we just finally got access to the current website. We're downloading everything. We're making a backup, so we have an exact copy, so we have something to refer back to in case we miss anything. So that's happening this week, but I wanted to share this. This is, I went in and I fiddled with the, let me see if I can find that temperature widget here real quick. Because it was saying Celsius and it was driving me crazy. So I changed it to Fahrenheit. I think I broke it. So I'll have to have the web developer fix it. This is all Facebook content. Let me get up here. Yeah, this widget here, it was Celsius and I was just, no. So
Nice.
That's
It's not
11,
easy.
20.
I know, and the time is off. Like I said, I broke it. So, anyway.
I like it.
So there's all kinds of stuff here so the web developer, his name is Kirby. And so he's going to be working with Don and I. We're going to start diving into this and anything that needs to be updated or tweaked or whatever.
So
We'll,
this is on our our same URL that was on before?
No, this is monroeoregon.gov. So we have a .gov.
What are we gonna do with the other one? Is it closed down?
The other one, so the former city administrator has told us that he will stop hosting all the websites on InMotion. That's the posting company that he was using for our current city website. The end of August, he's pulling the plug. So
People, the links and everything. if
yeah,
you
we're
Google, still go
we're
there.
gonna have to, we'll work on the redirects and everything. So that's another minor piece that we need to deal with, but yeah, so we'll get working on that too. We're trying to get everything off the other site. Take the opportunity and get it done.
The weather automatically updates in there.
It's supposed to, but I broke the widget, so
Is it on Weatherbug?
I don't know what it's on.
It says right
It's,
there.
Open Weather Map.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll get that fixed. That's fine. Like I said, this is still,
He's worried about the weather.
Interested if it was inputted, because I had another idea, like
Right.
burn
But
it.
the
you
form's
know.
gonna be
Yeah.
easy to
Could that
find
be on
there,
there?
and
Can you burn that
able to
day or
type
not
on
within
it,
city
'cause
Wouldn't that be
limits?
great?
not on the other
Yeah.
one.
let me see if I can
But that'd
find.
be kind of nice. You can go in there in the morning and go. but
Did
then you'd have to have
Did they
to
take
see
it
if I
back
can
off?
find a
Is it back on?
There's agenda
Burning.
minutes.
They're not populated yet.
That
I
rain doesn't do
wanted
that.
to.
I know, it
utility
wasn't
bill.
enough.
Actually,
Yeah.
stuff's gonna grow now.
Yeah.
If you're putting, I think are you asking like you can do a permit?
Yeah, like you need to worry about that.
That would be good too, but I mean, just like.
I think it's
to
tall enough. it'll
This
be
is where you
fine.
can do online bill pay.
Volunteering.
Well,
Like I said, I
that's
know
why-
We need right out in front.
This
of
is
my
a form
house,
here you
which
can
is
fill out.
City
We have our
easement street, but there's.
Mhm.
no
Public
field
hearing, but
next to it.
people,
I'm just like,
citizens
it's
can
gonna
say,
be a little
like, actually
area.
ask
I have a
Yeah.
city easement behind my
They can, yeah.
property that I
So
can't get
Doesn't
to.
happen very
I have
often,
a
but yeah.
street that comes into my property that isn't
Yeah,
finished,
last
so
time I
you can't
remember
drive
was,
through it, so I can't get to the back
Scouts
half
doing,
where, on the other
Mhm.
side of the creek.
presentation.
Mhm.
It's never been mowed or
Wow, yeah.
anything, so we started trying to
So,
do
yeah,
some
we
weed
got
whacking and stuff.
The
back
city
there this year,
calendar
but
will have to pull.
we can't
Don, I
get
think you were
access
telling
to
me
it.
that our city calendar is actually on Google.
Yeah, we
have
have a Google Calendar that I maintain and it automatically pulls to our current website. That's something that we'll have to get
We'll pull it over to this.
Kirby access to.
Mhm.
And I will be putting an announcement in this month's bills that we are switching to a new website. That way people know that they will need to transition into this eventually.
I forgot to respond with my vote for the.
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
You guys know Google had a major data breach
Yep.
and you need to change all passwords.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin gave me a big thing.
Oh, yes, I got one from Norton too. Yeah,
Me too.
yeah. Let's see here. What else?
I think that's what it was.
We'll work on that. That's a little difficult
I
to
think it was
see.
more
Yes, I
than
better-
I think my credit got hit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
better figure that out.
Confined. Let's go back home here. 1 second. They're working on the speed too, so it'll run faster here eventually.
I'm telling you.
Save yourself. Just stay on.
So government.
Oh,
It's not the kind of entertainment you want.
Step by step.
Everybody's
Takes a lot.
already-
Okay,
Oh.
so some of
Lucky-
your mug
lucky
shots
you.
are on here. Okay, just warning you.
Misinformation about what's happened and tag me.
Jeannie's
That's
not,
cool.
Counselor Cuthbertson's not paying attention.
What? Where'd you get that picture?
It's always been on the
He
website.
was in high school.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
College.
Tara, your
So,
picture's so
so my
cute.
comment for anyone that
And
doesn't like the
the
picture
baby.
is provide me with a new one and we'll have Kirby put it up.
You got mine, right?
I do. We haven't done
No,
anything with
you're
yours.
fine. You're fine.
So we'll need it. Cindy wants
You
it.
don't want to be on
Dan,
the-
you haven't aged a bit.
This is like America's Most Wanted. you
Yep.
know,
Anyway,
who's at the top.
so that's your sneak peek. Okay. So it sounds like you guys you like it. So
Yes.
once we get it
looks nice.
working and everything's
I think it looks
populated.
Really nice. I like the design and the format. I really like the font.
The
The
revolving.
font on the old one just drove me nuts.
Yeah, yeah, this
Okay.
is very easy to
It's
read
easy to read,
quickly.
It looks professional and it seems
Yeah.
like it's easy to navigate, or it will be.
One of the
Hopefully.
quick links we might want to add is permits.
Yeah.
In the city,
Under
the fee
planning and,
schedule.
I
that'd be
think it goes under
wouldn't it?
planning and building, isn't it?
Maybe, but I mean, not everything is a permit is planning or building.
Oh,
what you're
oh, yeah.
So our former city administrator will update that.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, we have planning documents here.
So this isn't live yet, right?
You're thinking like, renting MCC or
Yeah. rental
the
farms or
park or anything like that? Yeah.
Fireworks over here by the library, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a fireworks booth
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Yep, there is.
We
Yeah.
approved that.
We approved it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's that kind of stuff,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
You know, that's not
Yep.
probably under planning or anything like that, so.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't look under planning for a permit to hold a party at the park or something.
Right.
Yeah, that would be definitely separate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can definitely,
That's a good point. Yeah.
we can totally tweak it.
To have
So,
on the left side where you have all those links,
yeah,
you should have a link for other quick links.
yeah, there's,
you know, for
there's a lot.
forums and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Other
you could put your
permits.
volunteer forms on there.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff. I'm not sure why we have the cart. It's kind of, you want to buy a Monroe, City of Monroe t-shirt?
Maybe. Uh-oh.
Okay, that was Troy. Thank you, Troy.
Do we
He
need
wants
to-
a t-shirt. He was so excited.
we might wanna have links for the next two government agencies up, Benton County and then the
Mhm.
state.
Yep, definitely. So, yeah. What
It's more
I'll,
inviting.
yeah, what I can do is I can share this out, and if you guys have feedback, we can give that to Kirby too.
Well, it's gonna be a living document anyway, right?
Mhm, it totally will be. Absolutely. It's exciting to have something new.
Yes.
Yay.
I really do. I like it. I
Oh.
like the format and
Yeah.
I like the ease of use. I think it seems a little bit more intuitive.
Yeah.
And public comment, you're gonna put public comment link on there too, right?
No.
Don't wreck it. Don't wreck it.
Wow.
This
Don't
is a
wreck it.
Facebook page. Last thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. I just wanted to show it to you real quick. I can share the link out, and if you would like to provide feedback and send it back to me, that's
Be great.
totally fine. So there you go. I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay. All right. Anyway, moving on, guys.
We should put that picture on there. I'm just saying.
Oh, my. Right here. All right. We're gonna go ahead and keep moving on here, guys.
You out?
We've got, let's see here, 6.2. Charter Spectrum franchise agreement I mentioned earlier in the city report. So right now, we're just waiting for the Spectrum side and their legal team. There's just like 2 minor updates to the agreement, and then I should have it back. And then that's when I'll share it with council so we can review. And
Why do we- What is it for?
so Spectrum is providing, let's see, internet, phone, cell, cable service for Monroe. So they're just another.
For people that want it.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Yep, yep, absolutely.
It's just another option besides Monroe Telephone.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's- And then with the franchise agreement, if we sign one with them, the city also gets a franchise. There's something they pay out. Yeah, a subsidy that they pay the city as well.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, good question. Next up is the Public Works update. So Mr. Murray, like I mentioned, he is sick and at home and he needs to rest. And I don't want him coming back into work tomorrow, making us all sick. So I asked him to not do that. We'll see what he does. Anyway, so he did want me before he left City Hall earlier. He wanted to mention that dust control is going to be
Oh.
happening in 2 weeks or less.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. And then with Chuck Cross, so he's our other Public Works. We have Mark Murray is our Public Works lead, and then we have Chuck Cross, he's our Public Works worker. Chuck was having some health issues. He actually has been cleared by his doctor now,
Oh,
so he's back full duty now. So they're gonna be shifting back to doing meter installations again. So Mark wanted me to make sure that I mentioned those 2 things.
So for the dust control, where's the application gonna be, like in the park?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, anything that's gravel.
What is it, like ash?
So I don't, Don, do you
Is it
recall? Is it ash? Is it
North Eighth.
For what again?
for dust control?
Ooh, I don't know the areas. I just get the bills. I don't know.
I think.
That's fine.
That's totally
Up
fine.
there Also,
Mhm.
if you go up,
Going to roll.
They never go up Ninth, but they do go up my street up North
so,
Eighth.
like, you have to go up like Pine all the way, and then there's a
Ninth.
ninth that cuts
Mhm.
back south.
And 8,
It's
like
gravel.
over by.
Mhm.
And then,
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
I don't know if it's 11th or 12th up there.
I'm not sure if they go all the way. We would need Mark to answer the question for us.
And then actually where they're talking about putting in the lines that we're talking about, that's gravel too.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes.
Mm.
So, yeah. So they'll be going around and doing that. So be prepared.
11 behind where Chief Smith used to.
Yeah. Don, did you want to provide an accounting and general administration update?
Other than we're in the middle of utility billing, as far as the utility bill due date, I actually got about, 64 that I counted for responses. There were a few
Wow.
one-offs. There were a few people that put like the 1st or the 5th, which is just, I don't think that those would be dates that we could really work with based on what else I've received. About 36 of those that I received were the 22nd or 23rd due date. The other 28 were the 15th. And like I said, we did have a few that were just kind of random dates on there. But the people that did submit for the 22nd and 23rd made it very clear that it would really affect their finances to do it earlier in the month. So I think we're going to move forward with the same bill date for now. And I will be getting help next Monday, hopefully. And so in the future, maybe it won't be as hectic during this time of the month.
Yeah, it's been a one-person show in the office.
Yeah, it's too much for one person.
Do you
But-
need help stuffing?
I printed bills today. I probably will later tomorrow afternoon, but
Okay,
you've helped a lot in the past, and the new person will be starting the 30th. Technically, I have to get them out by the end of the day on the 30th. So if you're not able to come in and assist, I will do what I can. I also have my fiscal year in, and my accounting piece is huge.
I'll be happy to come in and help you. That's just too much. And it'd be better if it's just out of your hair.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh, you can? Oh, we have another volunteer, Don.
Okay.
So,
You can come in the day after tomorrow.
Okay, that'd be perfect. Yeah, and there's several inserts that have to go in this month as well. And I still need to create the monthly calendar with all of the announcements. So that would be perfect if you could. Yeah,
great. Thank you both.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Any other updates, Don?
We did have the one payment plan agreement signed. That was paid today for all bills for that account. Other than that, I don't believe so. And I will
Okay.
have to jump off now too. Are there any other questions that any council members or you have for me, Mayor?
I don't think so. I think we're okay. Go ahead and just have a good evening and we'll
Thank
see you.
Dawn.
Thank you.
All right. Have a
Take
great
care of
night, guys.
yourself. Good night.
Thank you.
Okay.
Assume that payment plan was the one that's on the package.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the only reason why it was in the packet was because earlier in the day, the individual in question hadn't paid it yet. So the individual has
gotcha.
since paid it. So, so we don't have to worry about that now. Okay. Let's see, 6.5 is planning commission update. The primary update is the joint city council planning commission meeting we have on Thursday. I'll be pulling together the agenda for that. And then some of the information that we need to do comparisons. So what I'll do is get comparisons of tap fees and other fees from like Harrisburg and Philomath.
Are you gonna have the lawyers' feedback for the moratorium on building? Or is it?
No, we won't be able to do that. So we're just talking about, planning commission really wants to talk about fees right now, so. And they wanted us there, so I said, okay, that's fine. So if you can be there, that'd be great. Finance and Personnel Committee update. So Counselor Lindner would typically give this, but she's getting married, so we're very excited about that. So, and I think I already mentioned with the city administrator hiring update, we do have Round two is tomorrow. We have two very good candidates. Both are experienced. It's going to be interesting. We did actually supply them before the weekend with a supplemental question that we asked them to answer. And I believe they've both answered it and returned it already.
Mhm.
So we have that and then a series of questions for them. And then we'll go from there on a decision. When we already talked about, and there's something with the city administrative assistant that I want, that information I wanted to provide, which I'm wondering if it ended up, there's so much paper. I can't even.
Yeah,
said
it-
they're
was it the
starting
one
on
long
next month
page?
or next
This
week.
one, this one. So this loan page here, page 41, it's from the city employee handbook. And specifically, I'm looking at section P, hiring of family members. So the city administrative assistant that we hired, she is actually the spouse of our public works worker. She has a lot of experience. She was actually working for the city of Eugene and their water department, their water billing department, I should say. So looking at this, and I wanted to show this to council to ensure that, you know, we're not violating policy here. As long as, and this was Councilor Linder and I, we talked about this as well. We're not violating policy as long as people are not reporting to one another. We're good. So this is not a situation where Chuck
Mhm.
Cross, he's in Public Works,
Mhm.
and then Shannon Cross, she is in General Administration. It actually is two different departments. They do
There
not,
is a lot of overlap though with like
there is.
professional, but I think if she's got the experience, that's what we need right
Yeah,
now.
and we as, just to give you a little bit of background, we have struggled with trying to find
Mhm.
somebody. We had a great candidate, went ahead and made an offer to her, and then she went ahead and sent me an email 7 hours before her first day to tell me she couldn't do it.
Mhm.
So then we had to scramble back, and Dawn found another really great candidate in the pool that we had. We interviewed that individual quickly, very quickly. And this was like on a Friday, and I asked Dawn, call references, and if it looks good, Monday, let's pull the trigger. And she went ahead and called, and this lady had already gotten a job with Lane County. So we're like, okay, this is not boding well for us. So then we got Shannon's resume, and we looked at that and we interviewed her. So I just want to make sure to be
Yeah, I
transparent that
appreciate
that
yeah.
we're, that's
Yeah,
who we
That's not
hired.
as bad as we had a counselor and a mayor that were married to each other and there was questions there.
I remember him.
Yeah.
I know. So, okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was communicated with everyone. Let's see, let's do the proclamation while I'm thinking about it. So it is buried in the middle of our packet here. Let's see if I can find it easily. I thought, but I should have just pulled it out.
Right after the consent agenda. I think. Which isn't really that much.
Okay,
What you get when you have 77 pages. here.
I know, right?
It is,
Is it after the resolutions?
yeah.
Okay, no, I got it. I got it. I'm close. I know I'm close.
Right after the flag one.
Yep, there we go. Okay, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. I'm tired, so I apologize but I'm gonna read it. So this is our Independence Day proclamation, and this has been on my mind with recent events. So, whereas 249 years ago, a group of visionaries, our founding fathers, set out and established a new and independent nation unlike any other, based on the philosophies of a representative democracy, to affirm and safeguard each citizen's personal right to pursue their own destiny and purpose. And whereas the signing of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776, by the Second Continental Congress, secured and permanently enshrined the principles of the United States of America and provided a framework for a balanced and accountable government and society that prioritize that freedom and well-being of citizenry, see, not only from outside forces, but also from their own governing bodies. And whereas our nation's founders demonstrated their love for liberty and proved their devotion when they risked their lives to secure the freedoms underscored in the Declaration of Independence and the safeguards that would be detailed in the Constitution and throughout our history. Americans have remained unwavering in their efforts to build and preserve a country of liberty and justice for all. And whereas the bravery and sacrifice of United States Air Force service members has carried forward the principles established by our founding fathers and has afforded us continued freedom and peace, and we recognize the service of our veterans, active duty service members, reservists, National Guard members, and their families. And whereas this 4th of July, as we commemorate the signing of our nation's Declaration of Independence and celebrate our exceptional liberties, let us reflect on the significance and true cost of peace as we honor and thank the heroes who have made the ultimate sacrifice to preserve our freedom. And now, therefore, the mayor and Monroe City Council do hereby proclaim July 4th, 2025 as Independence Day in the city of Monroe to acknowledge and celebrate the birth of our great nation and to honor those who have defended and continue to defend our state and our country. So, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
You're
you.
welcome. So what do we have left for the evening here, guys? Oh, we're down to the end here almost. I've got section 7 is our city events on the agenda here. We've got the Blackberry Jam. I have a date for it now, so it's August 30th. Hopefully I'll have a time here next month. We've got the First Responders Appreciation Day and the Monroe October Festival are on the same day, which is October 4th. And let me know if there's any other events that I'm not aware of. I know Christmas in July is not on here.
Is the October Festival, is that the one where they're gonna close off this street here?
So the October Festival is going to actually be on private property on the other side of Highway 99.
They're over there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually,
And we're still using the park, right?
I don't know if we're going to use the park at this point. We're using property that's behind Benny's and the bank and
Lift station.
yeah, exactly. And then Brady Croson is going to be using her property as well for the festival. So it's all going to be on private property. So we just have to make sure with the lift station, we don't block it.
Right.
So that emergency, if we have an emergency, we got to be able to get in there. So, but yeah, definitely let me know if there's any other events we need to add on there.
Is the Monroe Festival the same as it used to be on 6th Street?
Yeah, it's just, it's just gonna move. It's gonna move a couple blocks. Other than that, we've got other business, and it's just committee reports. Commissioner Myers will shoot me on the first one, but economic development.
Who's the chairperson of that? Am I?
That would be me.
Okay, because I was wondering, because who's left, right?
It would be, I think it's you, me,
Stan.
Stan Salat, and then Nick Rich. And then I think Eliza Mason is on there. And I know I'm missing, I think David Mills and then,
I haven't seen anybody but Stan.
and Todd Nystrom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Well, maybe one of our candidates for city administrator might be able to get this committee moving. We'll have to see. Finance and Personnel, Counselor Lindner, as I've already mentioned, she's out, but my guess is we're going to probably meet in July for a variety of things. Probably a city administrator follow-up. I know we've talked about with Mark Murray, he has not had an annual review. He has not had an actual, and he's been with the city for
Wow.
almost 4.5 years now. So Counselor Lindner and I, we've already talked with him and we're going to do a performance review on him. Also, he has expressed that he would like to talk to us about the city potentially offering additional benefits. And the reason for that is he would like to get out of the Navy Reserves. And so he wants to have a conversation around that. There's a cost factor with that, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I'm totally fine with whatever anybody wants to talk about, we'll talk about it and we'll figure out how we can do it.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
Let's have a conversation.
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Ordinance. I don't know when we're gonna have that next. Parks. We need to get with, well, do we need to get with Mark? I think, or do we need Mark for it?
It would be good if Mark was there. And then we also need to do Public Works, but I've
Mhm.
been just holding off because Chuck's been so busy and
Right. I think if we
everything.
get past July the 4th.
That's what I'm thinking. And also, I hate to have one without, it'd be nice if we had our new city administrator on,
Yeah, no,
to be
I,
honest.
yeah, I
So
agree.
it's like, I don't want to have to keep starting over and starting over
Right,
and starting
no,
over.
I
So
100% agree with you. That's fine. Library negotiation, that's an ad hoc committee. It'll be
I
bye-bye.
think we're gone. We're
In a
done.
week, it's gone.
I'll volunteer to be on that one.
Oh, whatever. So our next city council work session is July 14th. And our next regular planning commission meeting is July 1st. We're down to counselor comments. You guys have any comments? I talk all the time. You guys can talk too.
I did talk a little bit with Michelle Eldridge about our parks master plan and how difficult it was going to be, because I was led to believe that it was going to be really difficult and we didn't have enough information. It's not that difficult, and she also has some resources to be able to help us put it together. So
Awesome.
we'll be able to start working on that right away, which
Okay.
I had hoped that we could do. So
Excellent.
I know, made me super happy. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Of course.
that's what I thought.
Any other counselors have comments?
I don't have a comment, but I have a question. So
Yeah.
on this round 2 for city administrator, do you want me in on these or no? Because
Yes.
Yes.
so you want me to, okay.
Yes, I absolutely positively. I think the more counselors.
And then
are
when would you
involved-
like to reconvene and,
So I'm letting Counselor Lindner handle all of that.
isn't she getting married?
She is getting married, but she is on a mission, I'm telling you.
Okay.
She
She's
wants to get
she's
this
on
done.
it. She wants
She
it
wa-
handled.
She's been handling the whole city administrative
I
piece.
I
so,
know, I
you know,
know. She's,
Yeah, and she's doing an awesome
she
job.
is, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think once we have them and she'll be there, we can ask her what she would like to do. So yeah, good question. Anybody else have a question, comment?
What-
We can talk after
we're
too.
Planning. Yeah.
So she needs to know what committee she wants to be on.
Oh, okay. Well, we should probably talk about what committees there are. So I think Counselor Ray, are you on Public Works? You're on Budget.
And Public Works.
And Public Works.
Okay. Counselor Williams, you're on Finance and Personnel. Are you on anything else? I think you're on Economic Development too.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. I think she's the
Yes,
other,
you are.
the other.
All right,
counselor.
maybe one time. Yes, I'll do it again.
And then Counselor Cuthbertson, she's on Public
Public
Works
Works and
and Parks. I'm on all of them. Counselor Myers,
I think I'm just on econ as far as I know.
we need to suck you into something else.
Yeah.
Library.
Library.
I was on that one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, anyway. Well, and
No
then,
more room at the end.
right, and Counselor Lindner is Finance Personnel.
And she was on the library.
She was
too.
on Library too.
She led that one as well,
Yeah,
yeah. She
yeah.
did really good.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't have to make a decision right now.
Okay.
Think about it. And we can talk. And you're gonna come to City Hall a couple days?
Uh,
Day after
like
tomorrow.
Wednesday, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. We can coordinate. They can come down when you're there and we can chat. But yeah, definitely, we can talk. And then all these folks here, they like talking too.
Oh, and then do we have the joint session
On
on
Thursday,
Thursday?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's at 6?
It's at 6.
Okay.
And I'll be here.
It'll be here. Yeah, we have all the meetings here.
Are we gonna have to rearrange the tables or?
Oh, probably. That's half the fun.
And
Because we'll
the
have to-
joint session is at 6.
It's at 6, yes.
Okay.
And it'll be planning commission and it'll be city council. So. can wait. Anybody else have any comments?
Can we bring food? Can I bring food? Because I'm gonna be. I'll make cookies or something. Bring food.
Food, it's fine.
Yeah, I like to bake.
I bake myself.
Do you have
but
any
Oh.
requests?
No, I
Like-
want you to, I just surprise me with the
I work in
cookies.
chocolate. Do you like chocolate? Because I.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Okay, yeah, I won't
Good
bring
to know.
anything with that. Well, maybe flour and dairy, but I will do no nuts.
So there. All right, the next section was mayor's comments. I've already talked more than I need to at this point.
Okay, can we?
We can totally adjourn. Thank you all so much for your time.
My husband
What's
already
your
texted
packet
me to get to bed.
Yep, Jeannie.
Jeannie.
Oh, man. How did we get out to
Right, so you can
8:45?
Look it over.
Yeah,
If that might be helpful to you.
yeah. Totally, yes.
I did not sign these in here. They're the release ones.
Oh, I signed those.
Okay. I
Okay,
figured you
there's,
did, but I wanted to make sure.
there's probably stuff in here that I need to have you sign. Okay.
Sure. Does it do its own cool down?
Push it twice and it'll shut off.
Perfect.
Okay, let's see.
What about the laptop?
Laptop.
Just want it locked?
Just shut it. You can do the-
Control Alt Delete?
Yeah, and lock it. I took a picture.
Oh, that's what I am. I'm an alternative signer. Yeah.